man, because they always getting upset. And they always thinking like the older niggas is hating on them. It's not that the older niggas are hating on y'all. It's just, we just gotta recognize quality.
Right.
Just because it's new doesn't mean it's better. Because if that was the case, y'all niggas would be wearing LeBrons. I see all y'all niggas wear Jordans.
For sure. You got a point.
Why y'all wearing Jordans? If it was all about the new is the fly. And guess what? The LeBrons, they done created new technology.
Right.
You ain't gonna spray your ankles.
They just ain't hitting like them Jordans though, man.
And guess what? The new rap don't hit like the old rap. The same way. Nobody's gonna make a better rap album out of y'all niggas than Cuban Links. Y'all gotta make better rap albums than the rap albums that existed to talk y'all shit. Y'all ain't did it. Look, my headphones are falling off.
Esmr Hour. What's up, man? I'm your man, Bo. We're back at it tonight. Big shouts to feature artists of the night, our man, Money Mowgli. A Lone Wolf is out. It's 21 songs deep. Y'all know how I feel about them long albums, but I like Money Mowgli. Homie's a rapper, baby. So we're going to see what's cracking with it. I wanted to start the show off with Dan Brown. My good homie C. Rose sent me this clip of Dan Brown talking about old school, new school. I'm going to play it again later in the show. I wanted to lead the show off with it, though, because I feel like I don't love it. I don't love it. It sounds like the old man screaming, "Get off my lawn." I had a nice conversation with the homie about this. We'll talk about it more in the show. For now, let's get into the music, man. Let's go ahead and jump down. Turn the circus down. Off to Making Hip Hop thread on Reddit. Mark my words. Let's check this one out. Now, I can tell you early on, this feels like it's going to be lyrical, miracle, spherical, shapirical, empirical, dietarical. I feel like that's what we're going to get. Let's see what actually happens. Happy Saturday night, gang. What up, though?
Unpaid, the start of all of this does kick the marvelous spits, bars and bars and bars and cars hollering. We're starving sin by carving skin and harvesting bins. Harder than blocked hearts and arteries start again. Barking and spin, inebriation sets in. Infections of my secret weapon.
He said I'm harder than blocked and clogged arteries. That's kind of hard.
Deeply met when they step in, it takes a second to reckon before I record direct. So view the spectrum. Mark Concept Osiris White Test. I'm the only rap, but I'm batting you fast with a magic trick. By shattering faggots like it was an average accident.
And see, I don't mind these kind of bars, man, but like, you gotta be careful about when you stack up this kind of humanity, fattery, satire, like I think that's a cool style if it's enunciated and clear. You kind of let the style you're trying to rap with overhaul the actual flow.
An inaccurate spell, what a black magic stick is when I'm rapping. Shit, like a bad reaction to a laxative. Photogenic mind patterns, it's hazardous. It sucks, so my answer is the passage. Basic, as soon as I lace this, freeze the matrix, drop the beat, regenerate the time bomb.
You're not getting a lot of replay value here. And the sad part about this is it's not like you're a bad rapper, right? But it's when you try to do this, I rap with the staff, like it's not gonna penetrate, and then you don't have a good mix on it. It's just not sounding great.
Genetic mind patterns, it's hazardous. It sucks, so my answer is the passage. Basic, as soon as I lace this, freeze the.
What up, Drews?
Regenerate the time bomb. Regenerate the time bomb. Breaker.
We're gonna move from that. That was Mark My Words, Turn the Circus Down. Conversation tonight is about old school versus new school hip hop. You know, it's interesting that now that hip hop, I think hip hop is turning 50 real soon. So hip hop's old. I'm 37. So hip hop's not much older than me. It's like an older brother for me. You know, it's a lot of new school, old school. I don't like that conversation. We're going to talk more about that later in the show. We had a video from Danny Brown to open the show. When we get, you know, more of the team in here, I'm going to go ahead and play that joint again to see y'all feedback. But, I don't like the old school, new school comparison. You know what I mean? It's just not, it's not an even playing field. You know, when rappers were coming up in the 80s, they couldn't go to Best Buy or go to Amazon and get a whole kit to record music. You know what I mean? So so even the fundamentals of the technology are night and day. Big shouts Joey the Silva. What's up with you, family? The technology is different. So we're going to play that again for you. I want to know what y'all think about the new school rap game. I'm not a hater, okay? I pride myself in not being a hater. So I don't have a problem with these new cats. I think a lot of the new music is just more noise. And I guess that's what the old head said about rapping in the beginning anyway. But to me, it's just more making sounds. It's almost like a tape of sound effects. All these rappers have a ooh, y'all. You know, there's always some goofy sound effects going on in the background. And to me, that's become more normalized in today's hip-hop. Let's get into this next one, man. This is Vash. Vash is off the Making Hip-Hop thread on Reddit. And he's trying to get some feedback to figure out what kind of genre he falls into. In addition to that, who he sounds like. Let's check him out.
Why you? 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 Boy out here shagging a Newport. Girls smelling like stopping and what for? Black people never have one dorm. Whatever those sororities is folklore. Consciously dope, so you want more. Some place the homeless is charge boy. Police sirens, bad alleys and liquor toys. Food court, got samples on my t-shirt. Arms up, come down and post more. $20 got me getting.
Definitely a Kendrick Lamar feel on this. Definitely a Kendrick Lamar feel. I think you gotta turn up your de-esser, bro. I'm hearing a lot of. I don't want to hear that, man. So that's causing some massive problems. A lot of high end distortion as well.
At the bookstore, stolen money, I told mama I want more. Stolen money, I told mama I want more. But really, you guess you stress and make everything private go public. I may not be the function, but I can show you a function. Seeing all in your places and probable obstacles, show you some audibles, maybe your reference and get you a lesson. I can get you a reference. Knowing everything's possible can show you what not to do. I ain't no hustling, God knows I ain't worried about reverence. Your magnificent reverence. Ain't your body, you did that. What might see close to your arm.
I like a little tone change there. You're kind of floating above the beat right now. I like that. Definitely a nice change from the verbals that you were doing before that. I feel like you don't have a definable style yet. It's kind of airy though. It kind of lays over the beat kind of nicely. You got a nice sound to your voice. I think I don't know. You kind of have a free spirit, kind of like Native American feel to you, bro. Like you kind of floating out there. I don't know that it necessarily is. It's definitely not polished. It's not bad though.
I use your mind, I'm on acid. We talk, I wasn't taught. You flow like oil in the river. The curtains fall and they stare. Paying no mind, don't devalue. Your soul, the ones to flash. It might just strike on your beauty. Never such a.
So when you start singing a little bit better, I think that's gonna be where you're gonna find your home at. The kind of singing aspect, kind of bringing that nice melody to it. You know, the nice tone in your voice. I would almost go with this over actually rapping.
You're so happy. Ascensions, I know how much you're missing. That comfort that you gave up is holding up your paper and holding up your neighbors. I know that it is not show. I know it's often capers, but heroes ain't gon' save us. And if we do not live up, then how is God gon' save us? We silhouette and cigarette and internet don't hate us. And if everything is everything, how's everything still?
There's a lot of urgency in what you're doing too. I feel a lot of soul in this. I like this, man. The beginning of the song started slow. I think you got to approach it with this kind of sound. The beginning was
you want more? Some place the homeless is charge boy. Police sirens.
You were doing a little bit more rapping in the beginning, and then you kind of moved into the vocal section where you really were trying to like do a little bit more singing, and I think that's where you're gonna find your home at.
Listen, lick toys, food court. Some questions ain't so painful. It's so that I got questions, and those questions come with angles. And we got all this drama, but don't know about these halos. I'm just saying I don't blame. Seeing all the.
So Vash, this isn't bad, man. As far as who you sound like, I don't really know. To be honest, I don't have a particular sound. If anybody watching knows who he sounds like, let me know. Because I don't really have a distinctive direction. I know in the beginning when you were kind of trying to rap, that was more Kendrick-esque to me. The back part, I don't know. I was thinking like some Raphael Sadiq type, slow down, coffee shop, kind of like beautiful melodies, beautiful tone. You know what I mean? It sounded really good on the back half of the song. I think you need to lead with that, do your hooks with that, and then kind of weave in the rap and work on the rap. And that sounded kind of boring and kind of lethargic to me. I like when you got into your voice though. When you started singing a little bit, it sounded good. I think all in all in that one, kind of going back and forth between it, that's probably about an 82, 83. That's not bad. I don't like the beat. I don't like the coffee shop feel. I'm not a slow-mo type guy, but I think you really had a nice tone in your voice. Intonation was rich. It sounded good. Let's get into the feature project of the night. Our man, Money Mowgli. I like Mowgli as a rapper. I got to tell you, 21 tracks though, bro. Good Lord, man. You're asking a lot of everyone with 21 tracks on it. Yeah. Anybody who comes through this joint routinely knows how I feel about large albums like that. But I like Money Mowgli, so we're going to see what's happening with it. Let's get into it. A Lone Wolf. Money Mowgli. First track has Wolfie and Big G on it, produced by, I'm going to go with Mike or Meg, I don't know, and split it. Let's get into it.
Dada, I think I'm afraid of the dark.
You're not scared of the dark, Wolfie. We come from the dark. You're actually safer in the dark. Come here.
You sure?
Here, take my hand. Let's take a walk into the dark.
Okay.
Okay. I like how you set the table right there. What up, Mowgli?
Money, Mowgli for them outlaw and them outcasts. Do my little dance on my goals when I count cash. 152 at all my ones on the outside. In the lower, watch the woods so they house high. Shoebox money in the vent, make the room hot. Sticks in the couch and the boom in the boombox. Still bumping Tupac. Wolfie listening Eminem. Took a fall, but I bounced back. Wimbledon, Serena with the Tina on my wretched.
That's what I expect, the bars from Mowgli. He said I bounce back like Wimbledon. I like that.
The woods so they house high. Shoebox money in the vent, make the room hot. Sticks in the couch and the boom in the boombox. Still bumping Tupac. Wolfie listening Eminem. Took a fall, but I bounced back. Wimbledon, Serena with the rackets. Patina on my wretched. Threw me in the jungle, all I needed was a hatchet. Steamer in my jacket, right next to the slappers. 7, 2, and 9. I'm in Utah.
Let's go.
Salmon colored drums, smash the drip and the blood drops. Battle rocket fade is what you make. Check my up rock, bitch.
It's a hell of a way to open the album. He's riding the beat. He's chill. This feels like riding down the street on a beautiful Sunday morning. The system beating. He's found his tempo quickly. One thing I like about Mowgli is he reminds me of Jokic. I don't know if y'all watch basketball, but there's certain players in the league, Luka Doncic. You know, when you get in front of them, ain't nothing you could do. James Harden, they gonna take their time and they gonna cook you. He's cooking right now.
I got plates, I got eights, and I got Chubb Rock. Might get love, but what the fuck love got? Ain't this shit for you?
Yo, what up, boy?
Little wolf in, blood, sweat, and tears, shit. Ian put a tooth in. Money, Mowgli for the
Money, Mowgli.
For the cribble. Welcome to the wolf den.
I don't think I'm scared of the dark anymore.
Is no result.
Damn, we doing double intros again, huh?
Double intros.
G, you ready? I know. Let's slide. This is the beginning of something new. When the Fed come knocking and devil run the corner, what the fuck it is you think I'm gonna do? Ooh, money more for the wolves. Don't forget the 152. Ooh, sliding on shit so quick, you would think I'm a jit with a flow with no shoes. Ooh, this is the beginning of.
I thought the transition was nice between the first track. The first track was very spirited. It felt kind of like boxing. It felt riding down the street in a nice car on a Sunday in your best clothes, flipping the bird to people as you go by. You know, it just had that spirit to it, and this is a little bit more subdued. I like the transition. 5-minute tracks aren't usually the kind of things I'm into, but we moving on. We moving.
Some more. Might shove a little snow to the runner, don't fall. Where it goes, shit, I hope I don't know. Even though I got a good idea. Like my whole damn hood, I feel. Let me get a one thing clear. There's a whole lot of good in my soul. This is the beginning of what might be the end. But then again, I'm most likely to spend. Having fun with my lifelong friends. Yeah, stingy with the time I spend. But fuck all that, let me crack this Glen. Going crazy with this ballpoint pen. See where it takes me again, I am so thankful.
I feel a little bit like you might have done yourself a disservice by putting this track in the middle of what I'm guessing is like a 3-track melody, because this one seems like it needs to be expanded on. I'd be interested to see if this cuts off and goes into a 3rd track. But this 2nd track, this needs another verse from another artist. This is dope.
So thankful. So thank you. Thank you. For real. I'm grateful. You could be anywhere in this world right now, but somehow you end up here. Thank you for taking the time to press play and lending me a little bit of ears. Yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of smiles, probably be a little bit of tears. Don't forget some hallelujahs. And always put something in the air, I swear. Once you hear that,
Yeah, so I don't even think I would have done this personally. This choice isn't the greatest for me. I love that first track. That started us off sprinting. And then you slowed us up, and we're not even on track 2. You know what I mean? So for me, that's not, I don't love that. I would rather make this song its own song, but you got me hyped going into the album. Let's go. Now I'm slowing down. It's like being in traffic now. I'm like, oh, why are we slowing down?
If you didn't listen up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you better go watch them Lobos. Man, them boys cold as fuck, spit the 5-2. Like
I like this verse already.
So what a side talk, we shake it off, dog. Polaroid, photo, GMP in the prize.
He came on this real nice. Polaroid, photo. He's almost got a Pimp C type cadence about him. I'm sad that this verse is at the end. This should have been its own song, Mowgli. So that's my whole thing. You got to chop these up, make this a second song, because this is a good song in and of itself, but you kind of blended it too, and I don't know that you needed to do that.
So you better go check that score, ho. Yeah, I'm never out much.
Yeah, I don't.
At every show, ho, because they know I rap slick, but the fact is, I'm a beast with all these logos. That's why they stay asking, hey, yo, how much G charging photos? See, I'm never not there, and I'm never not grinding. How could I care if they don't know who I is? Put it in the air. Start vibing.
This is a good feature verse, though.
Rap shit with no lies.
That's a good feature right there.
Surviving to give you that new music for you to drop by with.
Yeah, I can feel you, Joey. I guess it's a matter of taste, but for me, I think that you're not maximizing your art. If you jam 2 good songs into one song, first of all, most people will not listen to a 5-minute song. And I'm just talking from a pure marketability standpoint. Most fans are not listening to a 5-minute song unless it's Taylor Swift or Beyonce. They're not going to do it. And so, in my opinion, you shortchange the second song because it's not its own entity. And I feel like you disrupt how it started. My energy was high off the top. I'm ready. It slowed me down. So I don't love that, and I'm going to grade those 2 songs differently, but I like them both. The second one had a lot of slowdown. That felt like a Western type deal to me, like cowboy hats and 6-shooters. But I liked it. I think the second one is probably more like a 90 to me because of the time it took. The first one was probably more of a 93 to me because now we're moving. We got energy. You know, he was riding the beat really well. The confidence was there. Punchlines were there. That was a good joint. I don't like the combination. Let's get into track 2. We're going to be rolling through a lot of this joint. Lone Wolf, Money Mowgli. This is Dishwashers, produced by K English. I like the beat already, though. Let's go. Money Mowgli, a Lone Wolf.
Money Mowgli for the rules, no wish-washing. Them wolves silent, standing on business while they crisscrossing. Haters can't ignore the fact that they bitch watching. Puller looking like Scarface when he was dishwashing. And some Gucci flip-flops with no flip-flopping. Axel Foley snatching rollies that ain't tick-tocking. While they tick-tocking, we weighing brick options. Told my bitch to bring me bread to go lick shopping. For From Southwest Miami Dade, where we like big bottles. That's why the 7 Trey taller than Tim Robbins. Being mobbing, big beard like they being lauded. No new.
One thing I can already tell you I like about this project is the versatility on the beats. The beats have already been different. And, you know, Mowgli got that he's talented because he knows he fits himself into these puzzle pieces. This is good so far.
Friends, smiley faces, I just see them swapping. Real robbing out in ghouls with them goblins. When shit start going good, we start looking for some problems. Used to crack your steering column. Shout out them Kia boys. If you in the CRV, you gon' really be annoyed. We just fill a void for them living by the sword. Hottest loser, I be laser getting wins across the board. Big watch rules on my own accord. If the category is kill shit, well, I'm winning that award. Oh, Lord. Yes, God bless. Any dreams you have are never ever far-fetched. Only shit can stop you with that thing they call death. But that's coming anyway, so you might as well step, and do a little slide to it. This that Wolfie Slider music, till I lose my vital fluids. I'm riding right
Till I lose my vital fluids.
into it. This shit I write is fluid, and matchbooks to lighter fluid. Not congruent or pursuing to any shit they doing. Take a sniff, shit got you feeling buoyant, Yeah. Yes. God bless. Any dreams you have are never ever far-fetched. Only shit can stop you is that thing they call death. But it's coming anyway, so you might.
It's got some southern vibes to me, man. I also love that he has some positivity. Any dreams you have are not far-fetched. Big shouts to Mowgli, man. I'm digging this.
Still, God bless. Any dreams you have are never ever far-fetched. Only shit can stop you with that thing they call death. But it's coming anyway, so you might as well step.
This beat is crazy. This beat is crazy. I like what he did with it, man. Big shouts to Mowgli. So you get some of the chill flex on this one. I think some of the best aspects of what he does is just kind of parking himself on the track and just having a smooth ride for it. I think I really like his flow because he's not ever pressing. It don't feel. He reminds me a lot of Ross. Anybody who comes through my stream knows I have a high affinity for Ross. I feel like Ross is criminally underrated, criminally underappreciated. And I feel like Mowgli brings the same aspects that Ross brings because it feels luxurious. Even that beat, it felt like a nice, a bed with some new pillows and high thread count sheets. You know what I'm talking about? I like that joint, man. It was smooth. It was easy. I do think it's an album cut. One thing I'm going to do on this project, just because it's got 21 songs, I'm going to try to differentiate between album cuts and joints that could have just been loosies. And this was definitely an album cut. It was nice. Rider music, chill, rode the beat well, good punchlines, honesty in there. And then he's talking about some positive things, you know what I'm saying? Any dreams you have aren't far-fetched. I like rappers that actually have something positive to say. Speaking of some positivity, man, I want to give a big shout out to Lil Durk. I'll be completely candid. Lil Durk's music to me is very meh. But he has been doing some positive things in the community. We're gonna show this real quick and get back into the music. I just think it's dope, especially knowing where he comes from and how things go down in those areas. So this dude was watching the new Lil Durk and J. Cole video. He's a homeless dude, but he had a projector. He was watching it. And so the original TikTok is like, these cats got projectors. That's crazy. So Lil Durk got a hold of it, and then he goes to meet the dude. Check this one out right here.
What's up with it?
Oh, what's up, bro?
What's up with it? Check it out.
Yeah. What's up?
How you feeling?
Pretty good, are you?
Yeah, so look, you playing the video on the screen all my life.
Yeah.
That's me, J. Cole.
Taking pictures.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, good. Y'all can leave him alone.
What's up?
Yeah, here you go. So look, I got you a room for 30 days.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a couple dollars. I'm gonna give you a gift card, and I'm gonna give you a phone.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? For showing support.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Here go the room
Thank
key.
you.
So he gave a dude a 30-day stay in a hotel, a phone, a gift card. And a lot of people will look at this and be like, oh, well, he's doing a good thing. Why is he got to record it? Man, whatever. Lil Durk got to make money, and he has to be a star as well. He has to be in front. He has to be on your mind, and this is a great way to do it. I don't care about that. I think if you worry about people's intentions when they do good things, I don't know. That means to me, that means you're a negative person. I'm not saying you shouldn't be wary of intentions. I'm just saying sometimes a good thing is a good thing no matter how, unless they took it back from him after the video. You know what I mean?
All right. You ain't got to say the room key out loud.
Yeah, for sure.
Couple dollars.
Thank you.
Phone, gift cards, everything.
Thank you so
On
much.
point.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Oh, you want to be seen?
Sure. I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping.
This the amazing guy. What's your name?
Pedro.
This is the amazing guy. What's your name again? I think that's dope, man. Big shouts to Lil Durk. You can hate if you want for the intention. You know, I don't know if y'all know about the YouTuber Mr. Beast. He goes through that too. He does all these nice things, and people think, well, why are you recording it? But like part of it is just let people do good things and shut the hell up. Let's get into this next one. Senia Horns featuring Mailbox Spiders. Big shouts to Mailbox Spiders. Benjo and Shut 'em. And then we're going to jump back into my man, Mowgli.
You know what? Fuck this.
Dirty Silk. I like that, Joey. I think that's accurate.
It's underrated.
Dirty Silk.
Are out here doing
I like that.
minimum.
He should name his album then. His next one. Ooh. He said criminally overlooked, eternally online. That's not a bad bar.
You don't really deserve a reply. I don't have a lot, I don't know the time. I once for a time. You want a paradigm shift while staying
This beat is crazy.
over being underdog, reps so bold. I turn to gold, I turn to stone, I turn to gold. Look money in the eyes, they follow where I go. You watch a different throne, yeah, you watch a different throne. Over being underdog, reps so bold. I turn to gold, I turn to stone, I turn to gold. Look money in the eyes, they follow where I go. You watch a different throne, you watch a different throne. Pay no attention.
As I go on in my musical journey, I've learned to appreciate music like this, that death metal, suicide, crazy. I kind of like it. I don't like it all the time, but it's definitely good for a workout. I thought the track has a lot of energy. You know what I mean? It has a lot of like anger, but it sounds mixed pretty well. Like as loud as he's yelling, there's no distortion. It's not terribly done.
Gentlemen behind curtain, that's that prestige, bitch. You just heard it, no fun. Info on condom, poof, and the magic is gone. Fast, now that mysterious horizon, why you saying you're so mean? Asking anybody who knows anybody, they don't know me. An ocean of motionless beige, I could rap it on the stage. Foaming, being underdog, reps so bold. I turn to gold, I turn to stone, I turn to gold. Look money in the eyes, they follow where I go. You watch a different throne, yeah, you watch a different throne. Over being underdog, reps so bold. I turn to gold, I turn to stone, I turn to gold. Look money in the eyes, they follow where I go. You watch a different throne, you watch a different throne. So fuck a ratio and fuck all your expectations. Down with your removal, the appendix operation. I'm wielding the doors and shooting down every spaceship. Moving up on your titans. I am a glacier, stone cold, not stone. Inhale subtext, go gaff, get low. Now who's up next?
We're gonna move on from this one. That right there was Senia, Mailbox Spiders, Shut 'em, Benjo. I like the energy. After a while, like, see, the thing is, if I don't understand what you're saying, after a while, I'm turning that off. But the energy for the beginning was right. The anger, the rage in the first verse, kind of, it was almost a little bit playful. You know what I mean? But it kind of amps you up to want to fight or go play a sport, go compete. I like the energy. I'm gonna go on that joint right there. I'm gonna go 87. You know what I mean? Because it's not a song there's no way I'm getting through 3 minutes of that song. No chance. But if I'm in the gym and that comes on and I'm in the middle of a set, I'm probably going to finish that set all the way through. So it's appropriate. It feels like chase music. You know, if you're watching a movie, it feels like chase music. It feels like, you know, driving a very nice car at a high speed and potentially crashing. Let's get into track number 3, baby. Money, Mowgli, A Lone Wolf. This right here is Top 3, Not 3, featuring Shotty. Produced by Beat Architect. Money Mowgli.
You hear that? a limited time to cop these, cop tree, and get nothing for free. Young Shock G with the Wakatazo nose, move weight like Rock Lee. These other motherfuckers claiming clean, it's not free. Anytime they.
So we got a whole change in the direction. This is boom bap. This is gritty. This is street. This is standing outside of a bar or a club, freestyling, setting up a cipher. This is a different vibe, and it definitely doesn't match the vibe of the first couple songs. So I don't hate it though. It has this kind of a little bit criminal underworld, late at night kind of feel to it. So I definitely don't mind it. So what's up, Ash?
It's top 3 and not 3. Top 3 and not 3. Top 3 and not 3.
Tell him, man.
Top 3 and not 3.
This ain't up for debate,
Top 3 and not 3.
The Oval Office secretary shut the front door. I asked for her head and she mounted. The bitch couldn't rush more. I'm putting up numbers when I'm in clutch form. It's all business.
I caught that. He said I asked for something and she rushed. He mounted. Then she asked for something and rushed more. That was cold. I gotta hear that back. That was.
I asked for her head and she mounted. The bitch couldn't rush more.
I asked for head and she mounted. She couldn't rush more. That's dope.
Putting up numbers when I'm in clutch form. It's all business and we can see your clock different, even if it's cut the form. If they can't cut the messenger, we'll cut the form. But still we cutting corners in a custom foreign. And cut the Florida is something foreign. You fuck around and alligators cut your forearm when you was trying to pluck an orange. It's motivation music, go and face your bully.
Shotty, this verse is topsy-turvy. The first part was real good, but you slowed down and I don't know, it got weird in the middle. The first part was solid. We were talking about the Rushmore bar, and then it slowed down.
Cut the Florida is something foreign. You fuck around and alligators cut your forearm when you was trying to pluck an orange. It's motivation music, go and face your bully. I had to sacrifice 2 goats just to make this hoodie.
2 goats to make the hoodie.
I ain't condoning violence, homie. I'm just telling you in case you need a place to put it. I'm running plays to put us in position. The proof is in the pudding, so what you putting in your dishes?
No flavor.
You ain't never said a.
The proof is in the pudding. This isn't a bad verse, but it's just not solid. It doesn't feel smooth. It feels rough, and I think that's your style a little bit, Shotty. But I don't know.
Put up in the kitchen. They told me never trust a skinny chef unless it's Shotty. It ain't good for business. What's up?
Top 3 and not 3.
It wasn't consistent.
Top 3 and not 3.
I mean, there's 2 of us on the track. We got room for one more. And you know what slide you taking?
So I don't think this is an album cut to me. That doesn't mean it's a bad song. It's just not an album. This is like I don't even know in this era if we do mixtapes versus albums, but when I think about music for albums, I think about a cohesive story. I think about something very smooth all the way through. This was more rough and rugged, man. This felt a little bit more like a street fight. The previous 3 songs, because the first song was really 2, it was more kind of like elegant. You know, this is more gritty. This is more, I mean you in the street. It doesn't fit right now for me. And Shotty's verse was iffy. Mowgli sounded fine, but it wasn't over the top. So this is all right to me. I'm gonna probably go 86 for this one. Top 3 and not 3. Not bad. Just didn't really didn't blow me out the water. I wouldn't have got through the whole thing. Probably about a minute. The beat goes crazy. Shouts to Beat Architect. That joint was hard. I don't know if I gave Dishwashers a score. I'm at like a 90 on that one. I like that 90, 92. I might have said 92. That's somewhere in there. And the first joint, I rated the 2 songs independently of each other. But I like the first one better. So we're definitely on the right track right now. Definitely on the right track. We got Ash coming up here shortly. Let's get into track 4 off the joint. Big shouts, Money, Mowgli. We running through these. Got 21 songs, so I'm moving through them with some urgency here. This one is Loops, produced by Zero. Then we're gonna get into some Ash.
What I got to do.
I like this beat already. I love the little the sample. I like that. Woo, woo, woo. Okay.
Money, molly for the motherfucking wolves till my grave come. Remember where I'm going, cause I remember where I came from. Full in the back, barefoot, been at it since day one. Got ain't too much change, still hustling till the change come. Wouldn't even change much, cause pain is where the game from.
don't like the steak sauce, but I'ma keep it A1.
Stay warm once you hear out. You know that shit in napalm. I want them go nuts. So, and my flow is acorns. If you don't like my shit, then hop on my 5 on Lego.
He said, I want you to go nutso, and my flow is
I don't like
acorn.
but I always kept it A1. Feel a storm coming, we just tryna stay warm. Once you hear out, you know that shit in napalm. I want them go nuts. So, and my flow is acorns. If you don't like my shit, then hop on my 5 on Lego. Everybody stay calm, it's just a little robbery. Robbing from the rich, cause they tryna sell a poverty. Them people always die to me, my people live private.
This is dope.
Business, even though my leg is wobbly. This that no step, your boy stepping up. I'm so ahead of my.
What up, Darius?
I'm catching up. You really trying rules, you don't wanna measure nuts. If you ain't by no pressure, don't press it up. You need to level up. Fucker with the low end. Be careful who you fucker with. Fucker with my water. I try to torture you though. When they go, they get the going. Load up and slide on shit like the motherfucker pro.
This should be a lead single. This should be a lead. This is a hard song, man. This has some soul to it. Mowgli does such a good job of riding the beat. And just like I said earlier, he reminds me of Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, James Harden. You can't rush him. He's not going to move faster. You know what I mean? He's like, look, the beat can push him around. Nope, I'm not moving. I'm going to go at my pace. I'm really enjoying this. This beat is insane. And you're doing such a good job of telling a little story over it, dropping some clever lines into it. This is exactly what you should do on a song like this. I love it. I love this beat, bro. This feels very Pusha T, very what's my man? My man Beans, the Broad Street Bully, my man Beanie Siegel.
Money, only for the motherfucker wolves until my coffin close. Always tell my wolfy boy anything impossible. Wake up, go be late, go be great, break the obstacles, keep your head up high in the future.
Mowgli got a little bit of a Paul Wall sound to his voice. I think that's what makes me so comfortable with his music. Is Paul Wall always had like one of the best sounds. It was so smooth. Mowgli's got a bit of that.
In your opticals, okay? And just in case I gotta go, look both ways, crossing roads. The world gon' be a little crazy, but you got a lot of wolves that got your back. Matter of fact, they down to lock and load and gon' always be there with you, so you safe to rock and roll. So party on Wayne, so party on Buff. Got plenty glitty, so tonight I'm gon' be on barf. Don't fuck with mine, cause I.
You just showed your age, Mowgli. Party on Wayne, party on Garth. That means you're around my age, baby. I'll be 37 next week. Happy birthday to me.
Drag you like a long scarf, throw you off the wharf, just to feed you to the palm sharks. In the car, hurt hoodie in the car park, chewing on a spark plug. Watch where you leave your car parked. We're about 40 D's going crazy in the Walmart, looking out for cracker, but juking on the Paul Blart. I swear I'm such a star.
Juking on the Paul Blart. He said he's juking on the Paul Blart. That's funny.
I'm said they mopping, but listen though, they all bark before we ride out. Make sure your silly gone dog. We gon' slide our home base and knock 'em out the ballpark. Don't become a t-shirt, real G's become wild art. Thinking you the shit, but really just a small fart. Still posting them highways, leaving all the halls marked until I hear out. Ooh, I bet you know the car mark,
Beautiful ending to the track. That's something that Kanye would do right there. That ending is nice. Hey, respect, Darius. If you don't like it, say you don't like it, baby. I like that. That was Loops right there. Our man, Money, Mowgli, A Lone Wolf. I like this song. Now, I will say it could have ended after the first verse. I'll attribute a lot of that to my attention span. But that was fun to me, man. It had the right energy. It gets you in a good space. That's a headspace. It's a clarity type headspace. It's a reflection headspace. I like it. I like what you did with the beat. I like your pacing is fantastic. You're just a little slower than I think you might expect the rapper to be on that. but you also have this unique sound to your voice that really creates kind of a mood. I like that one, man. I'm going 94 on that one. It's a little long, so I probably gotta go 92. It's a little long for me, man. I don't like 4-minute song. I'm gonna have a problem with that. I mean, we got one of these joints is 6 minutes. Like, Mowgli, you are old school, you cat like me. You come from the same era I come from, I think. You gotta shorten these songs up. You gotta do that for me, dog. We're gonna keep things rolling. Drop your scores right there if you got scores to drop. Darius, I appreciate your opinions, bro. I appreciate your opinions. We're about to get ass percolating right now. So what didn't you like outside of the beat? What'd you think about the rhyming, the wordplay, you know, the lyrics? What'd you think about the mix? You know, there's a lot more aspects to a song than just the beat. So, you know, give us a little bit of additional feedback. You know, big shouts to Mowgli. We're trying to build the artists up around. That's what we do. Let's get into Ash. Ash hit the super duper, so let's get him calculating. Snippet, Ash Drees. Let's go. All love, my brother. You know what this is.
Direction and direct the enemies. The bullets fly to his erection. Talking to the feds, his discretion. This is Smith and Wesson. Never teaching.
Hold on. Let's run this back. This is menacing.
From borough to borough, I've been the man for insurrection and direct the enemies. The bullets fly to his erection. Talking to the feds, his discretion. This is Smith and Wesson. Never teach a lesson that was earned. This rock got him. Undisputed champion, my hood, I just rigged the election. Trump got him bold, say some shit while I'm facing the Mecca. Hamdu Allah Habibi, preaching the peace with the message. In my space, getting K, gotta flex on you. Chew a rapper up, spit him out like a shitty food. Brick cost a change, should I sell it or give me two? Views going up, I'm that dude, you a stepping stool. Back pedal from the blade, fuck it.
I'm that dude, you a stepping stool.
I'ma slice you too. It's more like clarity. These MCs are scared to see the talent very verily given to a man like myself. Now I'm barreling towards stardom. Move harder, go harder like Carter. Not hold, but the nigga from Holly Grove will probably know. Beat up out the city now. Everybody wanna rap like fuck you, nigga. Tuck it, nigga. Duck him when I bust it, nigga. Tell me that she love me. Fuck it, she let me bust.
Hey, Ash, you gonna raise the crime rate with this one, bro. This is capital punishment flows right here. This is I may not make it home tonight music, bro. Ugh.
Red face, Rolex, bezel look like Kotex. Diamonds on me, water.
Red face, Rolex, bezel look like Fotex.
Bustin' them. Red face, Rolex, bezel look like Kotex. Diamonds on me, water, fuck a father like a dope check. Don't text, bullets hit his body, ain't for head, I'm on him domeless. It's kamikaze, that's a body, I'm right by the show. Jersey boys pumping out that fist like I'm Polly Show. Bag drop, this shit feel like where the other tours. More Fords on Forbes, I'm doing better tours. More boys like Anthony, it's LeBron and Forbes. Lake of Magic, if she have it, then we have it. Diamonds dancing and it's tragic, I'ma snatch it. Gon' move soon, mask and bags and get the cash and gadgets. He gon' snake him for a bad bitch, I'm gon' off him if I have to.
Look, LSD in the bands, let pretend it's about family more than friends. Took a bus down, roll 30 porter for my son. Get the gun store going, then we pocket every cent. Been the man, look, through the game. Everybody act the same, every Glock shoot the same.
This album is about to be stupid, bro. This album is about to go crazy. Y'all ain't playing fair, man.
It's dancing and it's tragic, I'ma snatch it. Gon' move soon, mask and bags and get the cash and gadgets. He gon' snake him for a bad bitch, I'm gon' off him if I have to.
Geo on the beat.
Look, LSD in the bands, let pretend it's about family more than friends. Took a bus down, roll 30 porter for my son. Get the gun store going, then we pocket every cent. Been the man, look, through the game. Everybody act the same, every Glock shoot the same. Every bitch fuck for fame. Not your lighted double cut, cut that shit none the pain. Every nigga wants some money, always come to you the same. Never about a bitch, I'm so sad about a bitch. Lenny Kravitz with the money, but I feel like Hankovich. Hey, Glock with a switch, ain't a car I can't lit. Me and Dre and Balaclava Escalade, hit the Bueno to the LV for the Prada. Only fucking in red bottoms. Man, I bought a drink, sugar.
Jazz, your pacing across both of these songs is just this is a masterclass on how to pace a song to me. I mean, you rap like with this kind of build up, this natural build up, and then the beat goes a long way to helping you out too. This is fantastic, man.
Without a father, hey, she gon' eat me up. I'ma call her Lil Dumb. Came a long way for this shit, nigga. That ass 2014 started, 7 nigga. 10 toes behind me, nigga. Oh God, nigga, love yourself. Love yours. Just wait till I walk with a city on my back, big bag. Let me get it all. I take this cash. You get put on with a switcher. What the fuck is that? Backwoods in my bag. All I smoke is fat. That's a nigga on the bike, but this Glock on my lap. Riding through the city, got this 4-5 on me. If he running out, swear to God, I'm gon' die me.
Don't worry, there's an EP coming. There's more.
That's fire. That's real fire. Like I said, that was a masterclass on how to pace a song. You write with this intentional kind of like it stacks on itself and it gets faster as it goes up, man. That's really incredible work right there. Now, you know, we got toward the second half of it. You had two meaty clips of two different songs. And so toward the back half, it's going to drag a bit. But, man, that first one was insanity, bro. I think all in all, is a package deal. Chorus knocks. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Maybe takes you aside a little bit. Appreciate the conversation. Darius, appreciate you dropping the score. If I rated that as a package whole right there, that's probably about a 93 for me. I enjoyed it, man, and that had me hyped. I think more than anything, the lyrics and the way you paced them up, the song structure and the flow. I agree with you, Darius. I just think it's almost like the next line is more important than the last one. I think that's really hard to do, man. I think it's really tough to like know how to make every next bar have more importance on it. It always feels, it's kind of like playing Mario. I don't know if y'all grew up playing Mario like I did, but every stage got a little bit more difficult as you went. And toward the end, if you don't have a handle on the game yet, you're not gonna make it. And I feel like that's how his flows are. Like, it just stacks on itself and it just feels heavier than maybe it is. I enjoyed that a lot, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go 93 on the joint. Drop your scores, man. Joey, appreciate that feedback. About to jump back into a Lone Wolf right now, track 5 right now. We got through 4 of them, and it's a good project. It's gonna be a great project. I just have to say, I would like you, Mowgli, to focus on, if you're gonna make a project, an album, let's be a little bit more selective and make sure the songs have a continuity and a flow to it. I almost feel like if you drop an album, it should look like a movie a little bit. You know, you should be able to have high points, low points, different feelings. You know what I mean? That's when you're really making great music. I do think 21 tracks is too much. I'm going to stand by that. Let's get into this next one. This is Runes, produced by Morrow. Big shout out to Ash for them joints. Very solid. All this is 65. Okay, well, I'm at a 90, so we got a 30-point difference almost between the two. Reminds me of Earl Sweatshirt. What's give us some good feedback. 65 with a lot of potential. So a 65 track, in my opinion, is going to have horrible mixing. It's going to have offbeat raps. Basic composition of a song to me, it gets you about to a 70 almost. I mean, basic structure, good mixing, so we got to get a little bit more in detail, because you're dropping some low scores. I don't mind it, bro, but you got to give us some colorful, clear feedback. Let's get into this. Runes, produced by Morrow. I think the beat selection on this is fantastic, too.
Rise in the moonshine at the same time. We are alive.
90 is Tupac. That's an odd. Okay.
As the sunshine and the moon rise at the same time. We not laying down no time soon. I'm down to die too. Big 152. Music that you slide to make the whole time boom. I'm throwing holes like a shot put. Fuck about your outlook. How the front of my house look, bitch. I know my goon. And we in kill mode. Remember what you kill for. Bagging up like Bilbo. I swear they hustle so fine tuned.
Bagging it like Bilbo Baggins.
The sweet spot, rapid taking cheap shots. Storms in my teeth out that I'm going. Whoa, it's hard to find the moon. I zooms up in my shoebox, boom, stashed in the boombox. With Wolfie bumping to Tupac in the room, tagged up with room. Shit magical. It's time to get tactical.
I have noticed on all of these beats so far, they are so much louder. Mowgli, you got kind of a raspy voice. The engineering process, I think you may need a better engineer just because you have to sit on top of these beats a little bit, and the beats are sitting on top of you. I've noticed on every track so far.
Cool in the dark when no shadows go. Swinging like Lazarus, got to work on my snatch and go. Better come off that satchel, bro. The preachers from the ad below got sweepers and ankles up in my shoebox. Boom, stashed in the boombox with Wolfie bumping Tupac in the room, tagged up with room. It's time to get tactical in the dark when no shadows go. Swinging like Lazarus, got to work on my snatch and go. Better come off that satchel, bro. The preachers
gotta work on my snatch and go. He's practicing robbing people, folks.
From the ad below got sweepers and ain't talk about brooms. Back at it like clockwork, for whom did the bell toll? Surprised he's still alive, even excel in them hellholes. Still burning my jail clothes when they open the gate. Reinvigorated, reinstated, got out and broke up a plate. They blew smoke on my face, like you ain't know I've been waiting. I burnt shit down, heard they died from smoking the lace and playing with make you swallow a flare. Yeah, you don't want no smoke, bitch, you Smokey the Bear. This ain't a Wolfie affair, there ain't no goofies in here. We robbing rappers for anything that Lil Uzi would wear. I see a wolf.
He did a great job with the speed changes on the flow. Earlier in the flow, he was kind of like, he didn't go quite double time, but he was stacking up the lines kind of quickly, and then he started spacing it out. It was very natural, though. It was very natural.
In the mirror, and I don't wear a disguise. I look at you and see some dollar signs in my eyes. Cha-ching, time flies. And
cha-ching.
And I'ma stay on that time until my untimely demise. Yeah.
One of the better tracks on there so far. So I appreciate your scoring scale. You say the 90 is a song you listen to every day. I don't quite look at it like that, only because I understand that my type of music ain't the same as everybody else's type of music. So I try to be more general across how it sounds, what the delivery sounds like, how in tune you are with the beat. Does the song have any structure? What are you talking about content wise? Is your pitch good? You know, there's so much that goes into making a song. It's not that black and white to me. And I try to score more on technical stuff. Now for me, I love that beat. Like I said, one thing I'm noticing about this project is I don't feel like your voice is always at the same or a little bit stronger than the beat. I feel like you lag a little bit behind. I thought your speed adjustments on this, you know, you were really showing versatility. It's like a hooper that can go to the hoop and he can hit the three. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in the beginning of the song, you were kind of pressing the gas a little bit. You were crossing up, going to the whole finger roll, and then toward the back, you started stepping back, hitting threes on them. You know what I mean? So it's a very good track. In my opinion, this one right here is about, this is probably one of my favorite joints. I really like Dishwashers. I like the feel of that. And Ruins is coming up as like my second favorite so far. I think on this one, I'd probably go about 92, 93 as well. I would have to go back to pick up all the lyrics. You do a lot lyrically, bro. You're a lyrical beast. And so probably on the playthrough, it would go a little higher because I didn't catch every single bar, but I heard some bars in there. Homie Darius is going 70. If any critiques, it's not original and the flow could be a little tighter. The voice drags a little bit. I think the voice drag is his style. I think that's his signature thing, because I agree he is a little slower, but I've come to enjoy that. Like that's something I like. That like, and if you listen to Rick Ross, I'm gonna talk about Ross a lot. He reminds me. So Mowgli is a cross of Paul Wall and Rick Ross to me. You know, the raps are kind of grand. You know, but he also has the kind of like I know he's from South Florida, big shouts Miami-Dade County. I know he's down there, but you know his style to me is more like a cool, like a Rick Ross, but from Texas almost. So I like it a lot. And if you listen to Ross, you know, he can kind of have that same feeling where it's like he doesn't always get to it as quickly. Big shouts to Tupac, man. So, you know, it's interesting. The homie Darius said, you know, a 90 for him was like Tupac. I don't have the same affinity for Tupac that everybody else does. I think he was the best storyteller, and he knew how to infuse every single song with an emotion. His songs were definitely for the emotional type. But as an actual MC, nah, he's more of a poet to me. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't, MC wasn't what I would call Tupac. But shouts to the homie. He's getting his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame 27 years after he's died, which is incredible. He's going to be the 2,758th star to have a star up there before his 52nd birthday, so he'd be 52. He'd be an old head. He'd be like Jay at this point. Jay-Z, that is. My birthday's on the 10th. I think his is on the 4th, maybe. But the ceremony is going to be on the 7th. Big shouts to the homie Tupac, man. Tupac definitely, it does hurt my soul very widely that he and Biggie aren't still here, because I just want to know what they would think of the game right now, man. What it would look like, you know what I mean? Yeah, big shouts to the homie. 52, 75 million records, and he only had like 2 albums. It's insanity. Let's get to this next one and keep things rolling. In the meantime, and in between time, drop your scores for Runes. Let's get into this next one. Big shouts to the homie Forever Tower 1. I got 2 Forever Tower 1 songs tonight. I missed the homie the last couple times on the music, so I got 2 joints of his tonight. Big shouts Forever Tower 1.
Come back with them bands, man.
Yeah. Okay. I like this beat.
Yeah. Hey, what?
I like Forever Tell Once part on the hook. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. I don't think that's English. I don't know, but it sounds very melodic, and I like it. It's almost rocking me to sleep. I don't think whoever this rapper is, 2198 Sage. I can still see riding to this, even if I don't know what they're saying. The video is hard, facts. Right there is the homie Forever Tell 1 with 2198 Sage. I didn't like 2198's part at all. It didn't feel like it was recorded in the same area. It felt like they recorded on 2 different microphones in 2 different places, which is okay if you can pair the sound up and make them sound close. I can hear what he was saying. It's not English, but I did feel like in Forever Tell's parts, he felt comfortable. I love that hook. I don't know what you're saying, but that felt very melodic and very like vibey. I was rocking with it. Not sure what y'all were talking about. I think with that being said, I'm probably going to end up somewhere in the 80 to 82 range, only because I don't know what's going on. And I felt like 2198 Sage's verse wasn't recorded and treated very well. So you put this kind of lower quality, lower production verse into what sounded kind of good for a hook. So I didn't love that mix either. I think I'm going to go 80 on that joint. I did like the video. Rating the video, I agree with you. Makes me want to download TikTok. Yo, if you make music, you should be on TikTok, man. I tried for the longest to avoid it, but TikTok is an essential evil, man. So jump on it. On sheer delivery and engineering alone. So you like that one. I like how it sounded on the hook for sure. And then when Fairy Tale had his verse toward the end, that was solid too. I didn't think this feature was a very good boost to the song. I think it kind of hurt a little bit. That's Fairy Tale 1, Naguni Track Star. We got more Fairy Tale 1 coming up later in the show. Let's get back into the Money Mowgli joint. A Lone Wolf. This is track number 6. This is Boom x3 featuring KMH, produced by Ivan. Ooh! I got you, Mowgli.
Check out my squad slide. Whoop that money Molly from the dark side. When you fight for nothing, you gon' need a knife or something, and it's the war cry. I ain't been the same since my dog died. Tell the wolf control your set, get your guard high. Duckin' them cracker, them pigs want me hog tied. This your attorney trying to say that I'm hog tied. Fuck all that.
The pigs want me hog tied.
Been the same since my dog died. Tell the wolf control your set, get your guard high. Duckin' them cracker, them pigs want me hog tied. This your attorney trying to say that I'm hog tied. Fuck all that though, talk about it no good. Been at it since we were jits. I've been with both foot. Cracker like Money Mowgli, he's a known crook. Back in the days we used to beat his ass with the phone books. Long way.
I like how he changed it up to talk about beating somebody with a phone book.
Fuck all that.
That's fantastic.
It no good, been at it since we were jits. I've been with both foot. Cracker like Money Mowgli, he's a known crook. Back in the days we used to beat his ass with the phone books. Came a long way, now I'm a home cook. Chefing up a batch with a notebook. Watch wolves, war, they don't want no smoke, look. Show you how to view from the scope, look.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. And in the verse like that. Show you how to view from the scope looks. Oh, you can.
Let me get these measurements right. I tell them I'm as good as it get. This what heaven look like. They say I got a price on my head cause I bled what I write. I tell them multiply by 3 and I did them tonight. Better wrap your mind around this barrel. Cause the step you take is frail and the path you walk is narrow. And the needle's never sterile. No alliance to his clients. It's the science if you dare go. Back to zero, build defiance. KMH was good enough. Rhyme with my hoodie up. Bullshit ain't no taming, bro. Imagine if he gave a fuck. Sharks in the water for the slaughter. Call the gamers blood. On my cranium, no time to entertain them sluts. Your bitch chose what she chose. Ain't no chase.
Hey, this feature is perfect. This is another. You got some joints on here, bro. I'm starting to see why it's 21 songs. Cause every song, there's not a lot I don't like here. I think Top 3 Not 3 and Loops, those didn't necessarily have to make the project, but you got some joints on here, man.
But honestly, I need some noise around me and she don't make enough. Guess it's how convenient it can.
She don't make enough.
Can't make your money Mowgli. Miami Dade is full, yo. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
That's hard, man.
Eventually, boom.
I talk a lot about pacing. Like, pacing on a song is so important to me. And if those of you have been tuning in from the beginning of the show, when I'm talking about Mowgli's style, I feel like he's got a Nikola Jokic. I feel like he's got a Luka Doncic type of flow where you can't rush him. You can put him on any song in the world. He's going to do his pace. He's going to take his time, and he keeps his style the same. I thought this was a fantastic pairing with KMH. KMH ripped that joint down, but you set up the table for him nice. And what I really liked the most about it was Mowgli, your verse slowly got better. Like, you started off a little sluggish, I'm not gonna lie to you, but you hit your tempo, and then you ended it like I'm gonna show you the view from the scope. Like, that's hard. And then KM came in with this like gravelly street, like, you know, junkyard dog kind of sound. So that's cold, man. I'm going 95, and that's, man, it's getting better as it goes. 5 and 6 are definitely my favorite too. I like Dishwashers too. I was saying earlier, man, I wish Wolf Den would have been 2 separate tracks. I didn't love the smash up on that. But yeah, that joint right there goes, man. That's a playlist joint right there. That joint goes. We're gonna hop into track 7. This is Junebug, Don Murder, Money, Mowgli, A Lone Wolf.
My stutter step is impeccable and my flow is cocaine. 8 bars is scheduled. They just free my brother.
Okay, Mowgli, this is how you should sound on every track. So your engineering goes up and down, but this is balanced, right? I can already hear this is balanced more than any track on the project so far. This is exactly how you want your stuff to sound.
Who say free my walls in the federal? We didn't do. My stutter step is impeccable. My flow is cocaine. 8 bars is scheduled. Free my brother Hussein, free my walls in the federal. We didn't do it. Even though we covered in residue. A little Timmy off the Glenny, but I'm smoking my vegetables. So Wolfie stand tall, especially when they measure you. Whatever I'm doing, that's the shit that you never do. We fuck with fish scale, I like my oyster perpetual.
And F the fish scale, I like my oyster perpetual. See, a lot of people wouldn't get that line. You're talking about a Rolex. A lot of people wouldn't understand that bar. It would go right over their head for the layman.
When they measure you,
I like it.
I'm doing that the shit that you never do. We fuck with fish scale, I like my oyster perpetual. Have you heard that wool shit? Smooth shit. Shit that the murderers move with. And I get it. Now I said it, and you pathetic. Hop up off my dick, bitch, go start a Reddit. They don't get it, and you probably never will. But you know about the pain and the pressure.
My man just told you to go start a Reddit.
Shit bill, my woos can chill. Still looking fresh in the field. Text your lil. Shit I need by 7 seals, this the guild. Don't ask me any questions though. With Wolfie in the plane, watching Leon the professional. I let you know 2 things. Better tie up your shoestring. Take money records with kill shit is the routine.
I'm a mastermind with words. Every package getting served. Took a break from the hood, smashing a baddie in the bird. Had to link up with the wolves. These animals get you hurt. No singing on the hook. We just swinging on the verse. Ask about me. Yeah, nigga, I'm super tough. Making plays on the net, that's what I call computer love. Moving mostly dolo, cause I don't know who to trust. Niggas start acting extra nice when they find out you the plug. I get it, everybody ain't got it. Used to be dead broke, had to do some shit about it. No more food stamps, pulling out that black card on them. I told you the guys got them. I told you I'm not stopping Don Murder. Yeah, who really smooth is me? OG's reminiscing like you remind me of who I used to be. Move like I got 2 degrees of balls, that's an understatement. Anyone ever tell you difference, that means they fucking hating. I wanna make a difference.
That Don's verse is kind of boring, I ain't gonna lie. Mowgli, you did your thing. You did your thing on the first half of this, but the second half is meh.
Lately I've been too faded, and people always get offended hearing true statements. But fuck your life, me and Money Mowgli too brazen. So watch your mouth and tighten up like some new braces.
Man. So this isn't an album cut to me. This is a Lucy. This is okay. Your flow was really nice coming off the top, and I love the mixing on it. This is one song where I feel like the mixing was very, very solid. Because you sounded right in line and lockstep with the beat. I didn't like the feature. He really didn't bring it home like he needed to. I feel like with this kind of a smooth beat like that, it was kind of like almost a laid-back G-Funk-S type beat. You know, I feel like if you're going to do that, you really got to have a smooth delivery. You know, Darius, I agree with you. Having a good delivery is really hard. I don't feel like Don Murder's landed. I wouldn't have had this on the project personally. Not bad, though. It's not a bad Lucy. It's a SoundCloud song. You know, it's just something to drop and do a cool visual to it. You know, push it for a week or 2 and go to the next song. Not bad. Not great. I'd probably go by 83. It didn't blow me away. Mowgli, if you would have stopped at your verse, it's probably like an 87. The beat didn't jump out the box for me, but I think in terms of what you did with it lyrically, it was solid. You know, you made it a solid track on the first verse, and I just feel like you didn't pair yourself with an artist on that one to really deliver what the rest of the track needed. I think I could almost hear Snoop on a song like that. That's like a Dog Pound song. It's very like kind of with the West Coast vibe, real laid back. I thought this was crazy, man. But this is smart. Big shout out to Raven Simone. You know, it's been interesting watching a lot of these childhood stars grow up. You know, some of them do it well, some of them do it poorly. Raven Simone said that she actually makes all of her relationships, all of her partners sign NDAs before they get intimate, which I think is really smart. Because as she was saying growing up, she was always worried about if she was honest with somebody, were they going to write a book about her? You know, if she says, why do you care? What are you trying to know? You're going to write a book about me later. Then she revealed that she actually requires her partners to sign NDAs. I think that's smart, man. If anybody watching this ever gets money, I think that's a great path to follow. If you want to keep yourself out of a book later, that's her and her wife. Big shouts Raven Simone, man. She's finally happy. I think that's dope. But she said she used to keep the paperwork on her nightstand. That's some G stuff to do. Can you imagine you about to get into it and somebody's like, hey, come here real quick. I need you to sign this initial here. I don't know. I think it's kind of dope. Let's get into this next one, man. Money Mowgli, A Lone Wolf. Woo! I've been doing that tonight. Y'all got me doing that with the project. Y'all got me doing it. My daughter's room is above this one, and she probably thinks it's quite annoying. Let's get into this Drive-By Music Volume 3 featuring Castro from the Ave, produced by LL Lewis. Money Mowgli, A Lone Wolf.
They do what? Slide music volume 1, drop by music volume 3. Long way from Bradley Park, jumping off the rainbow tree. Long way from HD, surprised we still here. Lot of us ain't, pour our licks, spill beer. Get so high all the time, I appreciate the deep. Just got out of wheelchair, learned to appreciate my feet. Still standing any free, that ain't no small feat. Was green like antifreeze, now my shit is.
Hey, bro, did you really just got a wheelchair? Congratulations on getting out of it if that's true. That's crazy. I'm glad you're better if that's real bars. That's crazy.
Yeah, learn to appreciate my feet. Still standing any free. That ain't no small feat. Was green like antifreeze. Now my shit is ugly. Fall steep, way back up being steeper. Going around a circle like water in the beaker. The secret is just make the circle a little wider. Needed too much gasoline to set the world on fire. And I ain't gonna lie, used to not mind dying. But shit sure changed, cause now I'm running out of time. Tryna stretch my shit like a 9 in a baby. Drive-by music, keep your 9 off safely, yeah. Alright, Mowgli, I see. That drive-by music. You know me though. Mine off safety. Drive-by music. Not for the attempters, strictly for the doers. I wrote a man for years behind not following through. Lesson learned is a pen's mightier than the sword when it's used. But writing statements is something I couldn't do. And I ain't pointing out nothing unless I'm pointing at it to shoot. Growing up on 152, I lost a fuse. R.I.P. to my dogs, I lost more than a few. Mine ain't holding mine down too, tried and true. Never let no one forget that I'm off of that avenue. My Jack can tell you facts, I don't even gotta do it. Pull the record search to show you I ain't capping in this music. This shit get lit, I already told Mowgli. If it's war, then it's war, I already got a stolen. Gonna lay off for a day, catch them slipping when they cozy. Put it in drive, let the window down and creep on them slowly like.
I didn't expect that. Damn. Why did they shoot like 200 shots? Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I didn't. That one was boring to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Mowgli. I wasn't really into that one. I definitely feel like the pain on it. I think you both did a good job of like supplying some pain to the beat. Like it had an emotional tug, but it didn't keep my interest. And Castro was kind of interesting. He wasn't bad. I love the ending though. That definitely jumped me off my, because I was kind of falling asleep a little bit, but like that woke me up. I got to tell you that didn't really resonate with me as much though. It's drive-by music, so you expect it to be a little bit more of a gangster song, and then it's kind of like this sad pouring my heart out, and then it ends with a lot of gunfire. It would be very interesting for a movie. You could probably sell that, you know what I mean, or a TV show or something. It definitely has that switch up that throws you off at the end. I didn't love it though. It didn't really blow me away or do much for me. I'd probably go 78 on that one. 75 to 78. That's a miss for me. And you don't have a lot of misses so far, man. I didn't like these last two, Junebug and you had a good first verse on Junebug, but the Don Murder feature was kind of a wash, and I didn't think that belonged. The Drive-By actually had more of an album type feel, more of that movie kind of feel, but the song wasn't that interesting to me, so that was kind of meh. I'm gonna go 78 on that one. Let's get to this next one. Big shout out to Frisco Boogie. The homie hit me up on the Instagram and asked me to spin this joint for him, and we don't spin anything anymore. This isn't 1980, but it sounds good. Let's get into the next one. Frisco Boogie. This is Tim Boots and Hoodies. Sounds like a New York inspired song. We got lots more from the homie Money Mowgli, a Lone Wolf. And when you drop 21 songs, you're gonna have a lot of ups and a lot of downs, man. I do think you gotta trim that down. Mowgli, I don't know how often you come through these streams and hear what I be talking about, but I do feel like gotta bring the length down a little bit for the casual consumer in 2023. Let's get to this next one. Frisco Boogie, Tim Boots, and the Hoodies. We'll get him on the screen in just a second.
Suede Tim's on my beats makes my cipher complete.
Suede Tim's on my feet.
Suede Tim's on my beats makes my cipher complete. Suede Tim's on my beat. Suede Tim's on my beats makes my cipher complete. Cipher complete.
It's like a Tim Boots and Hoodie session on with the team. The 88 to 96 straight for the gold G's. The gin and juice, jamboree and cheese paradise. Yeah, you know I love this hip hop life. It's like a tag on a train with a no Sharpie. The B-boys fans heading straight for the fresh freeze. They're getting loose in the jam, all freaking nice. Yeah, you know I love this hip hop life. I loved it when we used to rhyme. I'm talking rhyming for rhyming's sake. Just rhyming for the flavor, no rhyming to make cake. Rhyming over the breaks to assassinate the snakes. Rhyming for the B-girls and B-boys in the place. Rhyming just to get your name.
The mix on this is really bad.
God MC and be called sire. Rhyming to be admired. Rhyming to be feared like Mike Myers. Rhyming to silence the liars. Rhyming like you in a cipher, swinging for your life. Rhyming off the top of your head, no time for tight riders. Rhyming like you always ready for war. Ready with rhymes galore, always ready to settle the score. Rhyming like you love the applause. Rhyming like you're taking the balance on how you're rhyming on the encore. Just rhyming just to rhyme. In time design a new line. Sublime and climb till your prime shines the rhyme.
You have a lot of syllables that sound the same, rhyming, rhyming, and like you put an effect on it where you layered the vocal and it sounds a little bit too computer generated, and it kind of messes me up. And then you say rhyme, rhyme, rhyme in the beginning of every bar, and I can't necessarily hear you clearly, so it's problematic.
Just rhyming for the flavor, no rhyming to make cake. Rhyming over the breaks to assassinate the snakes.
Rhyming over the flavor, rhyming to make cake. Rhyming over the breaks, assassinate the snakes. It's not terrible. There's a good visual in there.
B-girls and B-boys in the place.
Yeah, the mix is trash.
On the flyer, rhyming just to be the God MC and be called sire. Rhyming to be admired. Rhyming to be feared like Mike Myers. Rhyming to silence the liars.
I think you're doing some cool visual stuff. Rhyming like a lion. Rhyming like to be feared like Mike Myers. I like all of the different comparisons you're making and the visual that creates. But the mix is bad. And this isn't a traditional rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme is weird. It's like one word, two word, one word, two words.
Rhyming like you in a cipher, swinging for your life. Rhyming off the top of your head, no time for tight riders. Rhyming like you always ready for war. Ready with rhymes galore, always ready to settle the score. Rhyming like you love the applause. Rhyming like you're taking the balance on how you're rhyming on the encore. Just rhyming just to rhyme. In time design a new line. Sublime and climb till your prime shines the rhyme. It's like a Tim Boots and Hoodie session on with the T's. The 88 to 96 straight for the gold G's. The gin and juice, jamboree and cheese paradise. Yeah, you know I love the.
And then you use a term like jigaboo. Most people don't know what a jigaboo is these days. It all depends on who you're looking to sell your music to. If you're looking to sell your music, some people just like making music that's cool. If you're looking to sell it, who are you gonna sell this to? Somebody from 1980? Like, with all due respect, bro, this is a song for someone in their 40s to 50s that likes hip hop, that grew up on like boom bap, Tribe Called Quest type songs. this doesn't resonate to anybody right now. And I don't think it's all that creative. I don't like the mix on it. And I also think that the beat is a poor selection. So this one isn't for me by any stretch. But I also think there's a limited crowd of people who are going to be into this. So for what it is, I'm going to go 68. It doesn't resonate for me, my dude.
It's like a tag on a dream with no Sharpie. The B-boy stand heading straight for the French freeze. They're getting loose in the jam, all freaking night. Yeah, you know all of this hip-hop life. So let me blaze mine. Yeah, bring it back to the real divine. I woke up early on my born day, feeling fine, reminiscing times of old.
Oh, now he's rapping a little bit.
Like what they rewrite the scrolls. Let history unfold like origami in reverse. What if Tupac never blazed on Biggie in that verse? What if Nas missed the barbecue and MC served seas? And the B-Way stayed together and sang We Love Police. We are kidding, never put 7 MCs in line. MC Run never took off his Adidas that time.
And then you're talking about all these old school rappers. I don't know. I think if you're making hip hop, man, try to make it for you and not for old school rappers. So I'm gonna stick with the 68. I like the fact that you were actually rapping a little bit better, and you're talking about you're trying to show love and admiration, respect to the rhymers, where hip hop came from, the Mecca, New York City, Tim Boots, hoodies, smack you in the face with a microphone. I feel all of that, but it just doesn't resonate in 2023, man. Like they say that you get stuck listening to the type of music you listened to when you were 15. They say like 12 to like 17, that music will be the music you listen to forever. And you can kind of hear it in some people's raps. Like that is what you probably grew up on and you're still doing it and it doesn't work now. Let's get into this next one off of A Lone Wolf. Big shouts to gang, the Wolves out there. Feel the same. Clyde Marley on the feature. Bailey Daniel on the beat.
I know, the wolves sound different. That wolf shit is perpendicular. They go right, we go left. Now these rappers sound fickler. A little extracurricular. It's the night school dropout. I had to take the cop out. Way too many cops out for me to get my crop out. In the class picture, I'm on the edge, kinda cropped out. Cause I threw 2 middle fingers and it still fuck what you talk about.
I like the storytelling in there. In the class picture, he's in the edge cropped out because he's flipping off the camera. Like, that's kind of fun. I like that.
I know, the wolves sound different. That wolf shit is perpendicular. They go right, we go left. Now these rappers sound fickler. A little extra.
All right, what up, bro?
It's the night school dropout. I had to take the cop out. Way too many cops out for me to get my crop out. In the class picture, I'm on the edge, kinda cropped out. Cause I threw 2 middle fingers and it still fuck what you talk about. 23 and 3 and 20 by the knockout. If you never had no losses, then I can't fuck with you at all. Just don't feel the same. We cut from a different cloth. You more Timothy Roth. I'm more Mr. Blunt, cutting ligaments off. Stuck in the middle with you. Don't know why I'm feeling blue. Maybe listen to the.
What did he say there? I don't want to miss nothing. I didn't catch what he said there.
And 20 by the knockout. If you never had no losses, then I can't fuck with you at all. Just don't feel the same. Cut from a different cloth, you more Timothy Roth. I'm more Mr. Blunt, cutting ligaments off. Stuck in the middle with you, don't know why I'm feeling blue. Maybe listen to the chorus and you'll get a little clue. Cause just don't feel the same. And I guess that I don't know.
I feel like the mix on this is particularly bad too. I kind of like what you're doing. I will say, Mowgli, I really appreciate you rap on any kind of beat. I think your beat selections have actually been really fire. And a lot of times when I listen to people's projects, I'm like, you pick the shittiest beats, but you pick some really, really good beats for this project. I do think, you got to tell me about your engineering situation, because I just kind of feel like this all isn't the same, sound all the way through. I feel like it goes up and down a lot. It's almost like somebody's turning up the volume knob in certain songs.
Sorry, not sorry, I was in the library. Bumped into my motherfucking daughter, magnificent Clyde Marley.
And with you old, no need for the apology. I smell like hydroponics and these bitches won't stop talking me. Just for that, a bunch of bitch ass niggas got a problem with me. They think this shit gon' stop me, LOL, nigga, PRB. Another soap to the Key West in Miami Beach. Fuck the suits and ties and I practice what I preach. It's on my lap or it's on the seat. I blessed the track that person when passing crash for MPG. Could never be an employee. I got the heat that can't compete. I can't believe I peaked.
He sounds a little bit like T.I.
Undefeated. Rest in peace to those not breathing. I love the game way too much to delete it. But still, the weed got me thinking.
This is really a 6-minute song, Mowgli. Come on, bro. This feels like Sunday afternoon washing, cleaning your house. This feels like taking stuff, throwing it out, dusting, sweeping. That's what this feels like to me.
No love. Just don't do the same. Watch me do my little two-step. Do a little spin. Yo, Clyde. You ain't never seen me do this shit.
Here, make I'll get off at your change result is no restart.
I can see that. Blue and Exile is actually a fantastic comparison, Darius. Excuse me twice.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit banging. Slide, 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 slide. And stick, 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 stick. Then slide, 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 then slide. And stick, 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 stick. Then slide with the stick, slide with the stick, slide with the stick. Then slide with the stick, slide with the stick, slide with the stick. Slide with the stick, slide with the stick, slide with the stick. Slide with the stick, slide with the stick, slide with the stick. Wu-Tang with it, Wu-Tang with it, Wu-Tang with it, Ghostface, no case. Wu-Tang with it, Wu-Tang with it, Wu-Tang with it, Ghostface.
A little something for the grown and sexy, huh? I dig it.
Slide, 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 then stick, 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 stick. Ooh. One step, two-step down, one step, two-step is two-step down, one step, two-step is two-step down, one step, two-step is two-step down. Shit. Hold up. She about to cut up. I'm about to fuck my real, yikes.
I got a lot of respect for the fact that you have tracks like this on your project, Mowgli. I do think like the overall body of work ends up being like a huge sandwich with a lot of pieces falling out. But this is fun, man. I almost feel like you gotta shorten this, maybe make it a minute and make it an interlude. You're sticking like one long track with another long track on the same song. You did that with the Wolf Den joint too. I'm not a fan of that. But you do some like you make interesting music because you take chances. Like I like the second slide, stick. Like that's so much fun right there. That's so cool. It's got a beach vibe. It's definitely got a Miami vibe. I like that, man. But I don't think it belongs all jammed on the same song. That doesn't work for me.
Slide with me, baby. Aye. Slide with me, baby. Yay. Aye. Slide with me, baby. Aye. Slide, 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 and stick, 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 stick. Then slide with the stick, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Money Mowgli. Feel the same.
91.7, bottom of your FM dial. WXLF radio.
Slide. That's gonna be stuck in my head. Slide with the stick. Slide with the stick. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. That's what that reminds me of. Big shouts to the homie Money Mowgli. Wolves. So that one wasn't bad to me. All right, I really liked the second part. I think, like I said, that should have been its own song, a minute and 30 seconds, an interlude. The first song wasn't bad either, or the first portion of the song wasn't bad either. I like you and Clyde Marley. Y'all had a nice little juxtaposition. I think the homie Darius made a good point. It did feel like Blue in Exile. I enjoyed that a lot. I don't like these mashups of these super long songs. I'm not a fan of that. But I think if you break these down, like, you have some real gold in here. I love that you show your personality and your music too, Mowgli. I think that's huge. I think that's what makes me like you. I feel like by listening to your music, I have a decent understanding of who you are as a person, where you came from, you know how you grew up. I got a lot of that stuff from you just showing your personality and dropping little dimes in your music. I thought that was cool. That was fun. I don't like the jam up of the song. So the second song I like for an interlude, 90 seconds, that to me would have been like a 95. That's fantastic to me. I can see myself in the car driving home, like being dumb. You know what I mean? First half was smooth. It felt like a schoolboy type song. It felt like kind of like something you would play for a high school kid in the hallway. It had this charm to it. I don't know how to rate this out, if I'm being honest with you. I think for the first portion, I'd probably go like 84. And for the second portion, I'd probably go about 92. It was just too long. Or maybe 90 for the second portion. It was too long for me. I feel like you got to shave that, but I feel like that's a fun interlude. You know, like, that's something unexpected that you would hear on the project, and you be like, that was kind of cool, and you play that back. I think I would play that for somebody too. Like, I can see my wife rocking out to that, like, a slide. You know, it just had this cool vibe. I love that you take chances and you do stuff like that. Let's give a prayer up real quick to India, man, before we head on to this next song, man. A huge train derailment took place in India. Already 900 people injured and over 280 people dead. It was a carrying freight. So it was 3 trains that came off the track. One of them was carrying freight, and it's brutal, man. They were just picking up bodies on bodies on bodies. So say a quick prayer to India. 1,200 rescuers, 115 ambulances, 50 buses, 45 mobile health units. Man, that had to be. I can't even imagine somebody having to clean that up, man. That's disturbing. One time for the folks in India. Say your prayers. Let's get to this next one. Grapefruit Troop, featuring Belief, produced by Stoic, our man, Money Mowgli, and woo, a lone wolf. I love this beat. This is a great song. You gotta kill this one. You like that, huh, Darius?
My soul is so full, got me sharing soul food. Shit sounds so soulful, don't it? Emotional moment. When you look around and realize there's no one left and you your own opponent. Might snorkel till they break, but I don't condone it. I kill my poison with poison, at least I own it. I still got demons around trying to keep them cornered. Angels too, I'm in too deep to notice. I fuck around, reminisce, take some glint to the face. At least I used to. Right now I'm in a different place than I'm used to. And usually I'm used to feeling unusual. I used to use you if it was useful. Too truthful too. Shit is brutal and beautiful. It's loop. Don't fuck with my hula hoop. We don't shoot the shoot. Put some sugar on your grapefruit troop when we cook.
Yeah, you right about this one, man. This shit vibe. Definitely one of those that you speak your mind on, you know? Might get in trouble. Fuck it.
I used to feel like every problem was for me to solve, until I felt dissolved. Fought and always stood up tall when others try to tuck their balls. Better die or evolve, or whatever the fuck that's called. Stocking up on magazines and I ain't once subscribed at all. Until I fall, I'ma shoot at autumn. Today's another sick day at work cause I found my calling. I stopped smoking cause I kept coughing right towards a coffin. And once I let go, everything was awesome. Yeah, my block had options. My TV spilling toxins and tend to switch. I heard that Blues Clues, a female dog now. Ain't that a bitch? Trying to flip it bricks like Pablo in 86. Newsflash, dumbass, the dollar crash. You can't buy that dip. I'm on some modest shit. Even though I spit like I got an awkward list for arsonists that's just as pissed as urologists. And I acknowledge it, exactly where the problem is. The colleges and the confidence that people believe where knowledge is. Through the knowledge. So soulful. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I had this beat for a minute. Ain't too deep, just waiting for a fin. And I'm not saying it's the end, but then again, I've been Brother Grimm. Just ask my brother now. Prefer the dog, that don't mean no son in him. There's just one of him, and that mean there ain't no son in him. I'm going dumb again, like I awfully do. Not a bad person, baby, but I'm awfully woof. A little off and oddly screwed with my motley crew. And honestly, Lou, you always talking gobbledygook. Rappers swear they ain't scared, but they probably spook. Cause if you don't know me, I look like a big wobbly mook. What's the mook, you ask? That's a very good question. And lucky for you, I don't answer questions. Any other questions? Fuck your suggestion. Keep your opinions in your ass, so please don't miss me in your mentions. Cause I'm in a whole other fucking dimension.
So this song was okay to me. I don't feel like the Believe feature was bad. You guys just didn't have a direction with the flow. I almost feel like with a beat that iconic, because that beat is iconic. I feel like you have to have a direction with the song, kind of a topic and a theme that, and I don't know, I rarely say that, but I feel like this one, it was directionless. Even when you jumped on the track mode, it didn't feel like you had a direction you were trying to go in. It just kind of, it was more of a stream of consciousness. I'm not a fan of stream of consciousness unless you're Lil Wayne, unless you're Jay-Z or Drake. I don't want a stream of consciousness because it's kind of like, unless you have something really interesting to say, like, you know, you have to have such a weird perspective to get a stream of consciousness type song to work because you're not giving the audience anything to grab onto. Belief's verse was fine, but I do have to jump on what the homie says as far as too much wordplay. I do feel like that did happen in Belief's verse. Mowgli, I like what you did at the end though. You're like, I think you said, what's the mook? That's an interesting question, but I don't answer questions. Like that was, I love that. But you have so much personality, man. I think that's why I really appreciate your music. This one just didn't have a clear direction to me. And like I said, if I'm putting out an album, which I will soon, if I'm putting something out, it's going to be very trimmed down. I think you really have to be lean because you're a good artist to me, but I can see somebody listening to this and not really understanding your direction because of songs like this, the Junebug joint. Like some of them things don't really encapsulate what you do the best. If it is, I wouldn't have put this on anything. I literally probably would have put this, what I do a lot of times in my Instagram stories or on my TikTok sometimes is I'll do little snippets of songs I don't plan on releasing. Because to me, it's like, if I like a verse or something, you can peep that verse. I don't want to give you the whole song if it's not hot. Like, why? You know what I mean? Give them the best parts, and we can do that. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep things moving and grooving. Big shouts to the homie. Oh, Darius, you like? That's the highest song I've ever seen you. That's the highest score you've given, Darius. So talk to us about why you liked it. That's you're not usually up that high. For me, that was probably about an 80 to me, 78 to 80. It didn't really blow me away. I do love the personality you showed at the end. I thought Belief's verse was fine. It didn't hurt the track at all. It didn't necessarily boost it up either. Let's jump into this next one. Falling Down, Art Marrera on the track, produced by Ivan, our man Money Mowgli, a lone wolf.
I'm a legend of the fall. Make it winter in the summer when the schedule was involved. Running through blocks like Edge.
This is another song where your mix is really nice. You know, you have suffered for some mixing issues on some of these tracks. Even on the last one, you notice it like you just, hey, my man Nate, what's happening? We gotta talk soon, bro. I fixed that distro kid issue for you with the joint. I apologize that happened, bro. Glad to have you here. But this is one of them tracks, Mowgli, where like it's very crispy. I wish all of your songs sounded this way. This is super crispy. And you can hear it right away. Also, Nate, we got to put out Black Sheep, bro. Bye. We got to put that out. That song is cold.
Make it winter in the summer when the schedule was involved. Running through blocks like Edgerrin with the ball. Still got 3 for 50 a minute.
Did you just drop an Edgerrin James reference? Let's update those references, Mowgli. 2023, bro.
Shit. I'm a legend of the fall. Make it winter in the summer when the schedule was involved.
That's cold.
Running through blocks like Edgerrin with the ball. Still got 3 for 50 of medicine in the jars.
Okay.
Guess you are what you are. I keep showing them that shit, war bar after bar. Some people counting L's for me, it's scar after scar. Master of getting up, fall after fall. Had to teach my wolfie early, there's a way to fall right. If you scared, you hurt more, but afterwards you all right. You gotta expect the fall and protect the ball. Keep your head up tall, ain't this thing they call life.
I like this. This is an album cut for sure. This is 100% an album cut. And this is the difference. So it's a structure to it. It feels like you're talking about something. This all feels like it's going in a direction. I like this one a lot, man. And this is the type of stuff that you should be putting on the albums.
Try to beat you down, so you gotta show your setup. No matter how many times you fall, long as you get.
I love that. That song is so cold, bro.
From grace, guess in the ear and everything just fall into place. Yeah.
I like the soul on this. I like this one, man. See what you do, Art.
Long as you don't fall for nothing.
Bet you thought the plummet from the summit was a comet coming from the nothing, or a sunken angel taking a plunge without a bungee from the heavens to the sound of trumpets. As you wonder what exactly it is you're looking up at, that crash deep in the forest. All of a sudden, outstormed your drunken uncle asking what's with all the ruckus, but you.
I love the urgency you came on this track with, Art. You came on with a distinct style and a definition. You hit the ground running on this, man. This is a good feature.
Was a comet coming from the nothing.
I like that. I like that, bro.
For nothing.
Bet you thought the plummet.
Yeah.
Comet coming from the nothing, or a sunken angel taking a plunge without a bungee from the heavens to the sound of trumpets. As you wonder what exactly it is you're looking up at, that crash deep in the forest, shaking the floor. All of a sudden, outstorms your drunken uncle asking what's with all the ruckus, but you rush into the brush because for discussion must investigate the object. Could be a rocket or a Martian in a starship. Into the darkness right behind you. One kid always stumbling clumsy, but knows his way around.
Into the darkness, the staccato. The sticky, that's cold, man. That's cold. I love how you're rapping right now, man. Very well enunciated.
Behind you is that one kid, always stumbling clumsy, but knows his way around the back country. And wants to come see. Flashlights guide you to the crash site, but every step closer to the crater drains your battery life. Gather what you find, collected fragments in the bucket, gently handled, becoming luminescent right as you touch that of an undetermined origin with a radioactive substance. Keep a nugget.
Did this dude just give us a visual of a dude discovering some kind of alien goo? He literally is telling us about a dude who just discovered like some kind of substance. That's hard, man.
To the crater drains your battery life. Gather what you find, collected fragments in the bucket, gently handled, becoming luminescent right as you touch that of an undetermined origin with a radioactive substance. Keep a nugget in your pocket, trade the last ones for some ducats. Fuck it.
That's pretty cool, man. Shouts to Cuba. That's solid, man.
You stand for something.
I like this song. That's solid, man. I like that one. Falling Down. Money Mowgli. Alone Wolf. Woo! Art Marrera. That's hard right there, man. Yeah, I like that joint, man. Yeah. That's hard, man. That's hard, man. I'm going 96 on that joint. It's one of the better songs of the night. 85 from the homie Darius. We know my man don't drop them high scores unless he's into it. Yeah, man. So I do feel like, Mowgli, we got some trimming of the hedges to do. We got some skimming of the fat to do, my dude. I think right now I'm keeping the Wolf Den joint. The first one, that was a good song. Dishwashers is staying. Top 3 ain't bad. I don't feel like it's an album cut. Loops, I don't feel like that's an album cut. I'm keeping Rooms. Boom times 3, I'm keeping that. And then we probably gonna jump. Yeah, then I'm gonna jump into the Falling Down joint. Now, feel the same with Clyde. That joint's not bad, man. But that's long. This is an album cut though. This is when I think of album, this is the type of song I think of. You got some depth to it, both on the hook, both in the raps. You were giving some like truth bombs, some good bars. Your pace was a little faster on that one, and then I think Art took it home. That's a good song. I'm going 96, man. Drop your scores right now. We got Darius 85. So I liked it way more than y'all did. Y'all are like, yeah, chill a little bit, bro. You're getting out there. I don't know. I was into it. Man, yo. I gotta say this. Look, man, I'm gonna be 37. My birthday is next week. I'm a Gemini. Right in the heart of Gemini season, baby. And I think my wife will tell you, big shouts to Ann Weezy. She'll tell you that I am every bit of a Gemini, for sure. You know, as an adult, I'm gonna be 37 this year. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I'm gonna be 37, okay? You don't handle problems on social media, okay? Look at me. We don't handle problems. Meek Mill is back on social media. Apparently, he's got a problem with DJ Drama. Meek, stop this, man. You're not a good enough rapper to do this. Someone needs to call Meek Mill right now and let him know you are not a talented enough rapper to be out here doing this, man. You're not. I'm sorry. And you are a great rapper. But you are not good enough to be out here talking crazy all the time. Apparently, DJ Drama's been speaking down on him. Who cares who speaks? If I had money, man, if I had tens of millions of dollars, you could say whatever you wanted about me. Now, don't talk about my kids. I'll knock your head off. But outside of that, bro, whatever, man. So apparently he's saying DJ Drama's being a goofy over these hoes, and he won't speak to him, and these industry dudes. The one good thing he did say in this that I think all the youngsters should listen to is, like, he said the biggest mistake in the game is having sex with the wrong females. I do agree with that, man. People are trifling. But get off of Twitter. Didn't you learn about this? You did this to Drake and he embarrassed you for a year. Let's just stop doing it. I don't know, man. I just kind of feel like let's grow up a little bit. What do y'all think about Meek Mill? Where do you place Meek Mill in your top 50 rappers? Where do y'all place? You got to stop though. I'm gonna show this video here after this next song. And then we're going to, so I got Forever Tell 1 coming up right now. I played a video on the outset of the show that I'm going to play again where Danny Brown is talking about new school versus old school rappers. I'll be interested to see what you guys' opinion is. Let's get into this next one. Forever Tell 1, the name of this joint is Locked In. Big shouts to the homie. He's been rocking with the station, with the channel for a minute. Let's get into this Locked In, Forever Tell 1. You think Meek is top 50? Maybe, but I don't think I agree.
Got my bro, we locked in. The stoops into an office. Saving for my coffin. Streets don't love nobody. Ain't no time for sobbing. I gotta get the money. Scamming on the daily, bitch. I gotta get them. Got my bro, we locked in. The stoops into an office. Saving for my coffin. The streets don't love nobody. Ain't no time for sobbing. I gotta get the money. Scamming on the daily, bitch. I gotta get the honey. Gotta get the money. While it's still sunny. As soon as it's dark, come on.
So you can tell pretty quickly this is a bad mix, and whatever it was recorded, it kind of sounds like somebody's sync Kind of sounds like they recorded this in a bathroom with like, you know, with like a mic hanging down. So I don't love the mix on this so far. You know, he's got a decent sound over it. He's kind of rhythmic with it, so I'm rocking with it. He understands what to do with the beat, but it doesn't sound that great.
In my stomach, ever since my come up, fake niggas been watching. These niggas keep capping. Why you keep assuming, bitch? You stupid with your pretty ass. Fucking with the moving, but you creeping with your petty ass. Niggas think I'm stupid, I stay busy where my business at. So ladies and gentlemen, guess I'm just a city man. Got my bro locked in the stoop to an office. Saving for my coffin, streets don't love nobody. Ain't no time for side being, I gotta get the money. Scamming on the daily, bitch. I gotta get them. Got my bro locked in the stoop to an office. Saving for my coffin, the streets don't love nobody.
That's something right there, Fat Vettel 1. I don't like the mix on it, man. It sounds like you recorded it standing under a waterfall or something. It has this hollow sound. It doesn't sound great to me. I thought you had a breathiness about it. You know, that's okay. I think that's a decent style to ride. I just think you got to get a better mix, and you got to have a little bit more emotion in it too. I like the breathiness, but then it kind of lacked in like the feeling of it. So I didn't do a ton for me. Probably would go about a 74 as that's currently constituted. Not bad. I wouldn't listen to it very long in the car. It would probably get turned off fairly quickly. I want y'all to see this right here from the homie Danny Brown. So Danny Brown, so I want to preface this video by saying I slightly hate it, but I understand it. As an old head, you know, like I said, I'm 37. I've been listening to hip-hop since I was like 12 years old, okay? I probably shouldn't have been. And I came up in the heart of Eminem and that whole era, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, all of that, T.I. You know, those are some of the icons of my day, Kanye. And so I don't subscribe to this old man shit. I don't love it. I think that we just gotta, I think on some level we just gotta accept what it is and try to find the best of that music. So let's listen to what Danny Brown had to say about the young dudes and the old dudes.
Everybody's getting upset. And they always thinking like the older niggas is hating on them. It's not that the older niggas are hating on y'all. It's just, we just gotta recognize quality.
Right.
Just because it's new doesn't mean it's better. Because if that was the case, y'all niggas would be wearing LeBrons. I see all y'all niggas.
And see, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I was following what he was saying. Like, even if to me, even if it's new music, you have to find the best of the new music. Because to me, a lot of the contemporary rappers, they just make noises. Brr, ooh, you know, it's all this like background. And the Migos started that. You know, all the hey. Right, Cap, what's that? That way, all of that stuff. You know, they did that. It was already happening. Jeezy did a lot of ad-libs too. Ad-libs are part of the game, and the better the ad-libs, the better your music is. However, I feel like it's too ad-lib dependent. But him comparing folks wearing Jordans versus folks wearing LeBrons. LeBrons are ugly shoes. And LeBron's got like a flat, goofy-looking foot. All of the Air Jordans were artistic. So I think the comparison's a little off there, but I understand where he's coming from.
Wear Jordans.
For sure. You got a point.
Why y'all wearing Jordans? If it was all about the new is the fly. And guess what? The LeBrons, they done created new technology.
Right.
You ain't gonna sprain your ankles.
They just ain't hitting like them Jordans though, man.
And guess what? The new rap don't hit like the old rap. The same way. Nobody's gonna make a better rap album out of y'all niggas than Cuban Links. Y'all gotta make better rap albums than the rap albums that existed to talk y'all shit. Y'all ain't did it. Look, my headphones falling off. Say something.
And see, I disagree with that. It's different. Back in the 80s, they rapped about positivity, good things, staying out of trouble, this and that. And then in the 90s, they started rapping about gangster rap, about selling drugs to survive. In the 2000s, it was rage rap, it was Eminem, and it was club rap, and it was 50, and it was, then you had the lean dance with his stuff. And then you got to a point in the 2010s, 2015s, and the 2020s where now more of the rap is about being on drugs and about the feeling of drugs. And if you listen to the music, it's all slowed down. A lot of it's warped. A lot of it's auto-tuned. It's meant to give you a party feeling. So it's just an evolution. And there's going to be the best of the artists among what they do now, right? Like, I don't know who it is because I don't listen to some of this stuff, but there is going to be gems. I think Lil Baby is probably the best of these new artists, right? So there's going to be diamonds in there. You just got to find them, and you have to understand it's not going to sound the same. So he kind of sounds like a dude saying, get off my line. I'm not 100% behind this thought process. I just feel like everything evolves and evolve with it or get left behind, but I kind of feel like when you make comments like this, you sound stupid. Oh, well, you wear the Jordans because the old school is better. No, you understand that more than you understand this. And that's the difference, point blank, period. Let me know what y'all think about that if y'all got any thoughts. We got some Ash on deck shortly. We're going to jump back into the Money Mowgli joint, Alone Wolf. We're on track 12 of 21, and I do think there are some joints that could have come off this. I expected that when I got into it. Mowgli, I would say, like, bro, understand that you have tracks that are better than others. I think you have tracks that are better than others. I feel like you got a little self-indulgent on this, where I would probably, be a little bit reserved. You don't have to put everything out. This is Storytime featuring Wolfie, produced by Phallic. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Will you read me a bedtime story? Please? Please?
Alright, only one though. Only one of them is bedtime.
Uzi is okay. I don't love him. I'm not going to play him, but I'm not going to say that people are wrong for liking it or confused. Or that he might not make a great album. I would never say that. You know what I mean?
Money Molly from the depths of hell, napping on the metro.
Oh, yeah.
On my way to court, don't talk to me about record sale. Just got out yesterday, so
oh, yeah.
Set a bell, trying to see good and bad, but it's hiding like a leopard trail. And I'm late, miss my stop, don't do schedules well.
This beat is. And you came on this joint with the understanding that you are now the proud owner of this joint. Like you this is like getting in an Aston Martin and speeding off the way you came on this joint.
Yeah.
Got to start it over.
Will you read me a bedtime story?
Money Mowgli.
Please? Please?
Alright, only one though. Only one of them is bedtime.
Okay. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Money Molly from the depths of hell, napping on the metro rail, on my way to court. Don't talk to me about record sale. Just got out yesterday, surprised that they set a bell. Trying to see good and bad, but it's hiding like a leopard tail. And I'm late, miss my stop, don't do schedules well. Unless they schedule one, schedule twos, I got special scales. Don't even wanna go, in my mind I'm trying to measure L's. One shoulder got St. Lazarus, other shoulder got Esmr. Wifey calling that my angel, Lil Jezebel. I usually tell her everything, but certain shit I never tell. Might as well go, I'm close, and if I don't, then they definitely won't set a bell. No buy money, and I'm tired of them wretched sales. Walking by DCJ, hearing all my brethren yell. What they do, Wall Street hotter than a pepper mill. I might as well hit the AC and drink some Zephyr Hill. But I don't want to go.
Hey, that first verse is hard. Mowgli, you wrote that well, and you actually, because your style is so, you have such a understanding and control of it. Even when the beat kind of went down and everything kind of got tame in the beat, your methodical kind of flow, it sounded really good.
No more to the fucking court. But I go anyway just to see what the people have to say. All this shit for what? They just say she the warrant. And ignore me when I said some shit like shit ain't important. Left the courtroom in fumes, consumed by the fact that even though I just got out, I have to go back and just snap. Shit, let's look for some fun. Saw a fat ass police sneaked up and took his gun without asking. Running around in circles laughing, mad crackers everywhere. Point their guns and started blasting. So I hit the linoleum and it's fucking pandemonium. The police started shooting at each other like Mongolicans. I'm rolling around.
I don't know what happened, but the second verse sounds a lot more compressed. It sounds a lot more.
Don't do schedules well unless they schedule one.
You sound clear right there.
Shit, let's look for some fun. Saw a fat ass police sneaked up and took his.
I don't know if it's because the beat got louder and there was more added to it, but like you got drowned out a little bit in the second part.
Gun without asking. Running around in circles laughing, mad crackers everywhere. Point their guns and started blasting. So I hit the linoleum and it's fucking pandemonium. The police started shooting at each other like Mongolicans. I'm rolling around by now, I'm lost in the crowd. Got up but then I bowed, man the shots were so loud. Took a jacket off the ground, wore that shit like a shroud. Ran through the metal detector, beep beep beep, but I'm out. Wow, man that shit was so wild. And somehow I survived, so I cracked me a smile. Take a second to breathe, my chest it just heaves, my hand on my knee.
It sounds like, if I understand this story correctly, you took a cop's pistol and was like playing around with her, somebody did, and then they started shooting and you didn't get hit. That's pretty crazy.
Even felt a little breeze, then I looked next to me, And I swear it must be destiny. It's the motherfucking undercover detective that arrested me. He says to me, Moly, Moly, take it easy. But he didn't take it easy when he repeatedly beat me for no reason. And the handcuffs were squeezing. Still got the marks where I was bleeding. It's time to get even. This fucking demon laughed after he kicked my ass. I can't let that shit pass. I have one question to ask. Cause I slowly raised the gun. I started cracking and smiling. And I asked him, who the fuck is laughing now?
That's a pretty cool story. I had to go through it again to understand every aspect of it. But that was a cool little story. So, and this is another album cut to me because you're telling a story. Your rapping was so controlled from the jump, but you actually picked up the volume and the intensity in that second half when you were telling the story. And I think it's really hard to tell stories in hip hop songs. It's hard to tell stories. And you told it well with a lot of personality. There was a lot of changes in it. You know, you fell on the ground, you got up, you shook off, you were surprised. Then you saw the other cover. Like, there was so much happening. I think that's dope. These are the kind of songs I think should be on your projects. You know, I think you should have mixtapes. I mean, they're one and the same kind of, right? But nowadays, you can do the mixtape, you can do the album, but I feel like this, you have album cuts stuck in here. You know, I think even though I like Dishwashers, I think that's more of a mixtape cut, right? But I think Wolf Den, I think Falling Down, Storytime, Ruins, I think those are all album joints. So I think there's 5 album cuts right there. I think the rest of these, as they're currently constituted, more belong, you know, on some sort of a mixtape of a project that doesn't have the same kind of personality and stories. You know, you got actual songs that belong on the albums, and then you got mixtape joints. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. We'll get back into that joint shortly. Let's get into this Ash. He hit the super duper chat, so let's get him populated on the screen right now. Big shouts to my man Ash. The name of this joint is Crown Royal, produced by Don Suave. I think it should be Suave, but it's Savi as it is right now. I remember this joint. I remember this joint. This joint is hard.
Got niggas that fronted me that cash and I ain't have it. So when I make it, get this shit back. 10-4 when on my pros link. Handing out these rollies. Back in the day, couple niggas try to fall me, control me.
Caught him slipping, took his soul, and his crown with that. Don't like.
Real quick, I don't think I scored the Storytime joint, but I liked it. I would go 90-91 on that.
Mix it, I like digits, I have crown with that. He sold his black cheek, 4-5 big got bodies on it. That's someone family folk. I lost one and hurt before. Came about to serving, bro. No niggas that'll switch the dope. Niggas that'll tell you that they love you, then they break the code. Niggas that'll kill you for some pennies, this shit getting old. Told me she should never change. You gotta change your mind. Only touch the metal for protection. I'm not taking fines. Look, back from the dead like I left something. Shawty gave me head cause she know I got the best runs. They end up calling, I don't answer. Gotta watch stay position. I'm in the street, he caught me lacking. Brody caught me slipping. Now he leaned over, no activist, didn't die from sipping. He met his maker, cause my family looking over me. I don't keep in touch and they still feel the love, so I can get too touched. Crown Royal to feel the cut. Lost a man to feel the drug. Like nigga go double up. Niggas call you brothers, they don't mean it, you know, brothers. Flick you when they tell you that they love you, I don't trust them. Down behind this mic and on my family, cause I love them. Yo, got niggas that fronted me that cash and I ain't have it, so when I make it, get this shit back. 10-4 when all my roads link.
Ash, I will say I like that you darkened your voice. This version of Ash, it was a much lighter tone to your voice, and it almost sounded like you were kind of young. You know what I mean? And now you've kind of grown into this deeper, darker sound. I appreciate it. Going back, listening to this old stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad you darkened up the flow a little bit.
And out the rollies, back in the day, couple niggas try to fool me, control me. These labels don't own me, my manager don't own me. I cut the ties and keep the bridge intact, so that's a fact when I attack.
Ties to keep the bridge intact.
I'm insane for the flame and all these memories. Tell me she forgiving me, tell me she forgetting me. Don't care about the history, so I die in vain. I like Novocaine, I hit 50 on how we can't be switching lanes. I don't care about the love and I just fuck the game. And she wanna fuck me cause these diamonds in my chain. That niggas that fronted me that cash and I ain't have it, so when I make it, get this shit back. 10-4 when all my bros link, handing out the rollies. Back in the day, couple niggas try to fool me, control me. These labels don't own me, my manager don't own me. I cut the ties and keep the bridge intact, so that's a fact when I attack. All my niggas eat. I'm insane for the flame and all these memories. Tell me she forgiving me, tell me she forgetting me.
That was my man Ash right there. Joey likes it. Drop a score right there, Joey. That's our main man, Ash. Ash ever gets a big record deal, I need 5%. Definitely owe Ash, but I tell you what, it makes me appreciate your new stuff, Ash. We gotta link up on a call soon, bro. I hope you're well. Sorry I didn't jump on the Prize Picks joint as quickly as I said I would. I feel bad about that. It's just not on my purview right now, man. Let's get into this next one. That was old school Ash right there. You don't drink anymore? Wow. Good for you, bro. You were going hard. I'm shocked by that. That's news to me. Big shouts, man. It's a beautiful thing. Improves your life status when you don't drink as much. Makes you healthy. I'm going to need that 5% though. Big shout to Nate. Let's get to this next one off of the joint. The feature artist of the night, our man, Money Mowgli, Alone Wolf. This right here is High Def, produced by AE Beats. 95 from the homie Joey. Man's was digging it. Acid and shrooms.
Walking through the darkness comfy, looking to take food cause my woofy is hungry. And you know I'm a bungee out the window, no rope. In a heartbeat when it come to taking care of my folk. I give blood, if you spell folk with a V, that's Russian for wolf. Random wolfy facts while you're brushing your tooths. I feel like a Ukrainian that got his hand on depleted uranium munitions, about to put some shit through your roof. Hope these bullets turn your head to hot sauce, cause generational violence is all that I got, dog.
Are you hearing this?
Crazy shit pop off. Tears in my eye when the bag I get knocked off. What you?
He said generational violence is all I have. He said the bullets turn your brain to red sauce, the hot sauce.
Facts while you're brushing your tooth.
That's the Money Mowgli, man.
Through the darkness comfy, looking to take food cause my woofy is hungry. And you know I'm a bungee out the window, no rope. In a heartbeat when it come to taking care of my folk. I give blood, if you spell folk with a V, that's Russian for wolf. Random wolfy facts while you're brushing your tooth. I feel like a Ukrainian that got his hand on depleted uranium munitions, about to put some shit through your roof. Hope these bullets turn your head to hot sauce, cause generational violence is all that I got, dog. Type to start laughing when the crazy shit pop off. Tears in my eye when the bag I get knocked off. What you see is what you get. What the fuck you expect? They say I got a twisted set of morals. Shit, at least I got a set where I feel right when this shit.
This is top Money Mowgli right here. This is what I want from you, bro. The way you're twisting this joint up, you talking about like, you know, if you spell, what do you say? If you spell folk with a V, that's Russian food. Like, you just these abstract bars, but you're also talking about like who you are. I like this, man. I'm telling you, some of these joints are just diamonds.
Food cause my woofy is hungry, and you know I'm a bungee out the window, no rope. In a heartbeat.
His beat is cold too.
Care of my folk, I give blood. If you spell folk with a V, that's Russian for wolf.
Let's go.
Random wolfy facts while you're brushing your tooth.
Let's go.
Ukrainian that got his hand on depleted uranium munitions, about to put some shit through your roof. Hope these bullets turn your head to hot sauce, cause generational violence is all
I got, dog.
Type to start laughing when the crazy shit pop off. Tears in my eye when the bag I get knocked off. What you see is what you get. What the fuck you expect? They say I got a twisted set of morals. Shit, at least I got a set where I feel right when this shit go left. And try to put this right in your utensil, right in your neck. I give blood if it's life or death. I like death. I invite death to dinner like high def. Do you wanna watch a movie in high def? Got a high-tech TV and I made some rice and eggs. Put your feet up, yeah, this is for your legs. Do you like chess? Sneaky Bandit, the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, this is
so right in your
this is by far the best song on the joint. I mean, lyrically, what you're doing, it's like, you know, one of the best things I like, and this is no comparison to Kanye West, but one of the things I enjoyed the most about Kanye West music is that he can make me laugh in the verse. You're doing the same thing. You're like, it's life or death. I welcome death. High def. Come in and watch it. You want to watch a movie on high def? Like, I love that personality, man. Your personality is fantastic.
The hot sauce, cause generational violence is all that I got, dog. Type to start laughing when the crazy shit pop off. Tears in my eye when the bag I get knocked off. What you see is what you get. What the fuck you expect? They say I got a twisted set of morals. Shit, at least I got a set.
I got him.
Right when this shit go left. And try to put this right in your utensil, right in your neck. legs, do you like chess? Sneaky bandit, the queen's gambit, but I caught him green-handed. He got mold on his fingers. He's a funny guy, got a whole lot of zingers. And the only thing he really hates is professional karaoke singers. And everything was alright all night till Wolfie tried to swipe his Skype and Death scared him, and he was like, yikes, an accident.
His kid is trying to steal. You realize what's happening right now? He's been talking to Death. He invited Death to his crib, put him up, he played chess with him, and then his son tried to grab his. This is a dope song.
Decapitated Death. The claw floated slowly to the ground and deflated in a sec. The cape was next. And I was like, God damn it. I mean, dag. And Wolfie was like, my bad, Dad. And we were all sad. So, Death, if you hearing this, I still got your cape. And my wifey sold the hood back, so it really looks great.
This is ridiculous.
Finds you safe, even though you're immortal. Wifey throwing something informal on the 8th. I hope you save the date. And don't you be late, which is a crazy concept.
He is a good storyteller.
Came me to didn't show, and I was like, fuck. So when Death comes over for dinner, don't you cut off his head, cause he's already dead.
That's fantastic. I'm trying to think, like, I don't want to go 100 because I feel like that's pushing it, but that was so much fun to listen to. And I don't normally run tracks back. I mean, I'm gonna go 100. I'm gonna go 100, man. It might be doing too much, but I really and truly enjoyed. Nate made a great point. The storytelling on that is just epic, bro. And in the comedy, because you told the story, you could have told that from a horrorcore standpoint. You could have been like, and then he whipped up on the side and he grabbed his. Like, you could have told that with so much differently, but your personality is infused in it. You know, it's just this like, I'm having a good time. Like, well, you can't bother me with anything. I don't know. I loved it, man. 93 from the homie Nate. I'm going 100. Joey's at 100 with it. Yeah, that's a good song, man. That is a standout from the project. So right now, we got 21 songs on this joint. Those of you who know me well and come through the stream pretty routinely know I hate, in my opinion, like, until you become a star, anything over 10 tracks, I don't think so. It's for me. That's how I feel about it. Now, going through the roster right now, I like Wolfden. I like Dishwashers. I like Runes. I like Boom x3. Falling Down is good. Storytime is solid. High Def. So you are the lone exception right now. Well, I shouldn't say lone. There's other artists I think could pull it off as well. But you could probably have more than 10 songs, but you can't have 21. I'll say that. Not all of these are joints that need to be out into the world. Let's keep things moving and grooving. Bronson, your album is done too. I apologize. You sent me a beat to do something with. I'm a failure as a human being. I also have multiple children. You know, I say that a lot on this stream. I'm like, yeah, you know, my kids. Yeah, I don't know how hard it is. I was talking to wifey the other day, man. And big shouts to Money Mowgli. He's got a shorty and a family. It's no joke, man. Kids are no joke, man. If you don't have them yet, plan them, okay? Because once you start having them, good God, man. Let's keep it moving. High Def is by far my favorite on this project. That's a great song, bro. The penmanship and the craftsmanship of that song, unless you're an artist, you won't even get it. Like, I get it, and I don't know how many times you had to record that because that was the way you laid that down was chef's kiss, bravissimo. Let's get to this next one, A Lone Wolf featuring No Motion and The Gods. And I'm going to get into this Darius joint. Darius is still here. He's been watching for a while. We'll play your joint too. 15. See, you can probably do 15, Nate, because you're a hell of an artist too. I was listening back through. I like that song so much, and I like it. I mean, my verse was hard. I ain't gonna front like it wasn't, but you have a very anthem, big quality to your music, so you could probably pull it off too. There's not a lot of people. I say like probably 4 out of every 20 rappers or artists can pull off that many tracks. I don't think anyone should do 21. though. I'm gonna stand by that. Let's get into it. A Lone Wolf, No Motion, The Gods on this joint. Lucas Quinn on the beat. Let's go.
A wolf from the woods awoke inside of a concrete jungle, trying his best to remain humble, selling things to live a life that is good. Fuck your laws by the Paul Prince.
How many tracks you got on your joint, Bronson?
Understand a wolf.
Hello, Bronson.
Has to do to eat, learning the new ways.
A very lonely wolf guy sleeping in the library, passed out reading manifolds of the light theory. I mean, leak theory, had a nightmare. My weary eyes are quite dreary, might very well look like Mike Leary. That's if Mike Leary had spiked hair like Guy Fieri and a body like Tyler Perry. That's actually quietly scary. I try to bury my mind deep in books books, my mind's very wondrous, not wondrous. I need a psych carry, mean a psychiatrist. Hi, I exist vicariously through the music that plays on the list that you typed in Apple Music, right, Larry? I really like Larry. He's quite hairy, but not quite like Harry. Ain't that right, Harry? Hi, Mary, she's the library.
I'm also noticing that the way you write, I can see why you have this many songs. Because, like, you string together shit in ways that I don't think most artists do. Just that last little couple of the flows right there was super dope. But, like, most people wouldn't even notice that. But that was hard how you strung that together.
Books, my mind's very wondrous, not wondrous. I need a psych carry, mean a psychiatrist. Hi, I exist vicariously through the music.
Like, who's doing that? That's dope.
Apple Music, right, Larry? I really like Larry. He's quite hairy, but not quite like Harry. Ain't that right, Harry? Hi, Mary, she's the librarian and binary. She's the girl I might marry if talking to her wasn't like biting cherries. Besides, I never meet her criteria, so my heart is Siberia. That's a scar I like to carry.
That's a scar I'd like to carry, like Mufasa carrying his older brother. American Rasta as stubborn as a cut down tree. As you can see, you'll kill a wolf god if you try to give him boundary. You found me trying to articulate barbarians on barbiturates. I need my constituents to try to sit and just listen. How many more ideas until all humans end up missing? I swear sometimes I feel like the word wolf spelled backwards. It's crazy how new times feel like used seconds. It's hard for you to tell an idiot what to use wisely. The older I get, the more I be.
So there's this song on Kanye West's College Dropout, and it's got Jay-Z on it. It's called Never Let Me Down. It's dope. I love it. But then there's this middle break where this rapper this poet Malik Yusuf comes on, and he does this, like, I don't know, 48 bar verse, it felt like. And I just went, why is this here? And this is kind of, I think this is No Motion. I don't know if this is No Motion or God's. He has a very distinctive sound, and it's not terrible, but I also don't like it. So
Missing, changing channel. I've been trying to channel the angry energy from my slave ancestry. Slayed in a rap battle by a dude with no arms throwing punchlines. Never underestimate the power of the handicap. If you haven't noticed, they get the park the closest. People notice my nonsense isn't worth 1 cent. The seeds we planted will only bloom during.
I kind of like that part about, don't knock the power of the handicap. And is he handicapped? If he's handicapped, then that changes my whole perception of all of this. But I thought that was dope. That was kind of a dope comparison. Like, if you haven't noticed, they get the part to close. Like, that's kind of dope.
Full moon, the stars will align and lead you away from your hard times. It's easy to find a peaceful village that's worshiping a warship. When you don't know any better, the angels have metal wings. For sure, I thought purified water would cleanse your corrupted mind. You're gonna have to give a better offer to let you know everything that's in my mind. Wolf gods are the idea and the enterprise. Look at my mask, it's golden. Don't ask. Who am I?
Yeah, facts. D, what up? Hey, my man.
The gods. Money Mowgli.
Real quick, D, stop ducking me, man. Let's get out and have a drink. I like talking to you. You got a lot of brains in that skull of yours. Also, congrats on your boys, Miami, in the finals. They're gonna get blown. They're gonna get bashed by Denver. But let's get out and watch a game or something, man. Hit my line, man. Where you been, bro? So I didn't like that one. I didn't like that one. That's not an album cut to me. I would have put that out though, because I think this shows your diversity. The one thing, Mowgli, I gotta give you a lot of credit, bro. You are very diverse with not only how you rap, but the storytelling, the beats you pick. You're a very versatile rapper, a very versatile artist. And I like that you have tracks with a lot of different people. I didn't like this one. I just didn't. It didn't do much for me. I'm probably gonna go probably 70 on this joint. All right, man. Don't give me lip service. Don't play me, son. No, really though. Holla at me. Where you staying at nowadays, man? Hit my DM. Hit me up, bro. Let's talk. Yeah. To me, that one was just. I would have put the song out because it does show your diversity, but I don't know, man. It kind of felt like. I don't know if y'all ever watched Power Rangers. Zordon. He used to talk to them. The guy in the tube, the big floating head, and I felt like he talked how no motion rapped. It didn't connect for me. But that doesn't mean it's not good. It wasn't great to me. Let's get into the Darius Williams joint. Darius has been a hard grader. I've noticed he's been more friendly with his grading as of late, though. So that's fascinating. Also, thanks for coming through again, Darius. You made your debut last week. I'm glad you're sending me more music. I appreciate I appreciate that you're opinionated. The one thing I really do enjoy about doing this stream, I like opinionated people who tell me how they feel and they're like they stand by it. Cause you'll notice in life most people don't stand by what they say. They say it, and then if somebody says something, they go, oh, maybe you're right. So I like when you stand by it. Let's get in this. Audition Clean, our homie Darius Williams. Let's check him out.
Heard y'all was looking for me.
I heard you were looking for me.
On Instagram, please follow. What it costs, what it costs. You say you want that new purse so you can floss. I think the diamonds and shimmers got you lost. But I'm just trying to see how you ride. You wanna see how you ride this coupe with no top on. I'm trying to see you with no top on. While you hop on this stick shift with no e-brake. You wanna get cake, I wanna see you take. You say you not basic. Well, how many holes I'm stroking? And if you not down, I promise.
Oh no.
I'm joking, unless you gon' do it. I got about a stack, I'm trying to run through it.
So I don't really like the composition and the way the song is written, Darius. Are you writing this or are you freestyling this? Because that gives a whole different meaning to what it is to me. I'm going to start it from the beginning. I'm trying to catch it and understand it, man. Also, I love Rick and Morty.
Y'all was looking for me.
FF.
G-Mile 101 on Instagram.
What up, Broham?
Follow. What it costs, what it costs. You say you want that new purse so you can floss. I think the diamonds and shimmers got you lost. But I'm just trying to see how you ride. You wanna see how you ride this coupe with no top on. I'm trying to see you with no top on. While you hop on this stick shift with no e-brake. You wanna.
So the rhythm is a little off. The top on, the stick shift. I wanna see how you done. So it has a Cameron. It has a Cameron quality to me. You know, but it's not as done as well as Cameron. You know what I mean? Like Cameron mastered that, and it feels like you're still figuring it out. I can see it actually forming into something, but there's a lot of space in between the bars. I want to see how you ride. You know what I mean? It's very slow developing. It's like if it was a running play in football, you're waiting for all the guards to pull. You're holding the ball in the backfield doing this. You know what I mean? It's not developing quickly.
Cake. I want to see you take. You say you not bait.
So that's a great example right there. I want to see you take beat. You know, you leave 3/4 a beat after you make a noise. You know what I mean? Like that's problematic, man.
You say you not basic.
What's good with you, FF? How's life, bro?
And if you not down, I promise I'm joking. Unless you gon' do it. I got about a stack. I'm trying to run through it.
You left like
150.
12 bars.
350. How much to see if you go with me? Saying 150, 250, 350.
So if I'm clear, this song is basically about prostitution.
How much to see if you go with me? Saying 150, 250, 350. How much to see if you go with me? Saying 150, 250, 350. How much to see if you go with me? What it costs, what it costs. Too many Benjamins that I'm not trying to spend. But your voice soft, now my got bigger. And I'm with your liver. And your got wetter. And your legs seem to quiver. I'm Big Daddy now, with them dollars deliver. Who you trying to fool? My favorite view is with you and your mouth full. And I'm face sucking.
Okay, bro. Okay. You don't say the words "I'm face effing" on a song. That's not gonna end well for it. That's not gonna work. How many songs have you heard in your life where they mention face banging a chick. I just don't think that's gonna serve you well. I agree with FF. I think I don't know if this is a freestyle. Like if you're freestyling this, I look at that completely different. But I also feel like stop doing that because it's not good. It's too much space in between it, and it's really vulgar. I'm okay with like painting a picture, but you're being too direct with the picture. Most women don't want you to just say I'm gonna bang your skull unless they're like young and dumb. Like any women with maturity doesn't want to hear that. All right, that's not a turn on type thing. The facial expressions have said it all. Yeah, it's just I've noticed from the first two songs you sent us, Darius, that they're more strip club, 150, 250. Like you're literally talking about the prices you're willing to pay to have sex on a track. I don't think that's gonna do you well in over time, because most women, even the strippers, they don't want you to proposition them like that. Just throw them money. Don't be like, what? How much? 250? Like I don't. It's cringy for me. I do think that there is something there, though. I'm not going to say never make music again. I'm just going to say take it more seriously. Or take it seriously. I'm bad grammar there. Because, and then I would love to hear you rap about something that wasn't about women. This is in 93. Stop playing, Mowgli. You're being rude. I would love to hear you actually write a song about something. There's a lot going on in your life. It can't just be having sex. Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Idris Elba, Shamar Moore, whoever you want to name, it's not all just sex, okay? There's got to be other things to talk about. And if you're going to talk about sex, in my opinion, do it in a less disgusting way. You literally said you were face banging a chick. I just don't think that that's what women want to hear, bro. I don't know a lot, but I think I know enough to know that if you just tell a chick on your first date, hey, I want to take you in the car and face bang you, I'm not saying they won't say no. I'm just going to say 96% of them are going to be like, get your creepy ass away from me. We're going to get into this next joint real quick. I got my man FF on deck. We're going to get into him shortly. Just need some polishing. Pause. I grew up watching that 70s show. I watched black shows. I watched white shows. I watched George. I watched everything. Danny Masters is going to jail. Hide. For 30. He faces up to 30 years. I don't know about Scientology, but one thing I've realized I'll be 37 next Saturday. I don't know if I'm gonna do a show. I feel like it'd be wrong not to do a show because this is a big part of my life, right? But the other part of me is yeah, fuck them. Go take a break. So you may or may not see me next week. I haven't decided yet. But one thing I've realized in my 37 years is that don't do weird stuff. That's why I'm shouting you out, Darius, right now. Saying that you want to face pound a chick on a song, it's just not going to end well, man. I'm telling you. Don't do that. Be a little bit more nuanced, a little bit more romantic, just a slight bit more romantic about it. So yeah, man, dudes in the Church of Scientology. Scientology is strange. They got a lot of money, so I ain't gonna say nothing too crazy because I don't want to turn up missing. But yeah, that man's going to jail, and he said he did some very unsavory things. Yeah, man, I don't know. Be careful. I was talking earlier about Raven Simone having her romantic partner sign an NDA. Danny Masterson probably wishes he did that. Not the worst idea to have the people you decide to have relations with sign an NDA. I'm just saying. Actually seems like a good plan when you see stuff like this. Let's keep it rolling, man. We got, let me see where we at. Track 15, Matters of the Soul. Then we're going to jump into some FF. My man Felix stopped by. It's got to be what? 1 o'clock over there? 1 o'clock EST? Shouts to my G's out there. Big shouts to Miami. My man Bird City. My man D. Jimmy Butler is the man. Let's see. Track 15, Matters of the Soul. Then we got my man FF on deck. DJ X is on the track with Mowgli, along with Phallic on the beat. Let's go.
And then I'm trying to think of the right shit to say at the wrong moment. I'm my own opponent, man in the mirror. Mouth is foaming, but hey, at least he got that fight in him. And what I write in them verses break the curses that were tied in them and provide venom to make the anti-venom.
Nah, I actually restarted the song by accident, so that was not in the song. That was my bad.
Shit. Man, that shit was whack. Shit was not whack, bro.
what you
He's talking to himself on the track. That's interesting.
back around. It's the circle of life. You can ignore it, but it's not gonna ignore you. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Most of the lights we see in space is from stars that's already gone. As I expand, this is what I tend to think when writing songs. When I'm removed off this planet, my jewelry carries on. But what about all of the gems of wisdom earned while doing wrong? That's the knowledge I impart to those learning to read palms. You ain't gotta be a psychic to see the scripture in my psalms. Take a look, enough philosophy to start a series of books whose output will influence the next generation of crooks. That's me, taken for granted by my own family. Perhaps I'll understand who I was the day I'm gone, but these are very common problems that parents face. You see, I was the same until the day that dad became the name for me. This is the definition of rebirth, the history we all doomed to see repeated is how life's supposed to be. In closing, if reincarnation is something you believe, make sure you make a mark that's big to find your way back when you leave home. Breadcrumbs.
Napkins and the napkins.
So you can find your way back. Familiar with that story? Google that shit.
I don't believe in rebirth when you die with your teeth work. Take my goals out when you bury me, let me eat dirt. Till then, leave a beat murk, I ski surf, try to lock us out. But them wolves writing them keywords, they put that shit on reverse, cause that flow swimming in the deepest. Was raised in the water, these rappers just jumping feet first. You scared, probably need church, my one them need work. Don't care how hungry you is, the wolfies eat first. Take care of our gents, stay off a t-shirt in my circle. Round these regurgitated rappers till my feet hurt. Long as my knee works, shit. God willing, running with killers and dip.
You know, one thing, so I didn't like the feature. DJ X's, I don't think he was terrible. I just don't think he was great. And I feel like on this beat is a chance to moonwalk and do something really, because of the keys on it, it really gives this this atmosphere like where you could strike like lightning in it. I don't feel like either one of you has done that. But I really like your verses are sometimes so well written. I think you under deliver them at times, because a lot of your delivery, Mowgli, is the same thing to make you laugh and make you cry. I love your consistency, but sometimes I almost want a little bit more emotion from you. There's been flashes on this project where you pick your flow up a little bit, or you come a little harder, and you don't always exude that. I think you need to pick those spots a little more often where you throw something more behind it. Like this last verse right now, I feel like really needs a punch, and I feel like you're kind of coming in a little too calm for it.
My one them need work. Don't care how hungry you is, the wolfies eat first. Take care of our gents, stay off a t-shirt in my circle. Round these regurgitated rappers till my feet hurt. Long as
run circles around these regurgitated rappers till my feet hurt.
My knee work shit. God willing, running with killers and dealers, but they all God's children. Still building with my war and them used to destroy a lot. I think of it as redemption, even though I know it's not. Don't know a lot, but I know two things for certain. I'ma keep sowing the wolves until the day they close them curtains like that.
That's the album cut too, minus the DJ X's verse. It took a lot of lead up. You know, I'm actually kind of developing mixed feelings around these 5 and 6 minute songs, because you do a lot of instrumentation, letting it play out. Excuse me. Sometimes there's some talking over it. Sometimes there's some skit work in there. So that part I actually am starting to feel like it actually kind of rounds into more of an album. But so that was an album cut to me, minus the DJ X's verse. I feel like you came on the track a little slow. I've noticed that a little bit about you too, Mowgli. Is I think I want you to come hard. Like one of them songs, I think it was High Def. Or maybe it was either 12 or 13, Storytime or High Def, but you came on with such a precision, clarity. It was undeniable. Sometimes I feel like you come on a little lackluster. So that's one thing I think you should focus on too, is like snapping from the jump with a lot of strength behind it, a lot of power. Not a bad song. I do think that's an album song. It has a soul to it, man. It has a feeling to it. And you had some really good content in it as well. And actually, DJ X's content was good too. It wasn't delivered as well. I would probably go 85 5 on that because there was a lot I liked about it. I do think it's an album cut. I think it's too long, and I think you need a different rapper in there. But I think that's the track I would keep for a project or for an actual, you know, because this all to me is a big mixtape where you just got to pull. Like if I signed you to a label tomorrow, I would probably pull 5 or 6 of these joints. And so I think that I don't know if that makes it, but I think if you find another feature, it does. So let's keep things rolling. We got FF on deck right now. I wanted to show y'all some of these. I'll show y'all after the track. I got some new AI. I don't know how y'all feel about AI. I'm kind of loving it to a degree because you're starting to hear artists on tracks that you would never hear them on before. And you're starting to get these songs that are reimagined with other artists. Like I heard the other day, something with Biggie on it. They took, Mini Men with Biggie. And it was cold. I'm like, damn. And some of that stuff is just fascinating to hear, even if it's not like official. It's just fun to listen to. Let's get into this joint right now from our brother from another man. We got mad love for this dude right here. Mad love. My man FF, Felix from 6'5". This is Work, F Sleep, F sharp minor, 160 BPM. Oh, so you like that? All right, P? Hey, that's fair. Straight 80. 80 for the bro. I think I was in the same lane. Ooh. This is interesting from UFF because it's not as crowded. It's a little bit cleaner than some of your beats have been lately. It's not as like you've had some kind of congested beats. They've sounded good, but this is way cleaner. This almost feels like walking in an alley at night or like in like a sewer at night with like mice running past you. It's got this like leaky kind of water sound to it. It's very different. It's very interesting. I don't know that I've heard Kendrick's new singles. What are they, bro? I'm a little removed sometimes. What's the new Kendrick joints? My favorite. What is that? What is that? That's my favorite part of the beat. I don't know what that is though. What is that? The drum pattern is pretty basic, but it hit dun 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 dun. So I like that it's a little bit more bare bones. I do like that. Okay, so I heard that America's Got a Problem one, and I heard it, and I didn't know what to think about it, because I was trying to understand it, and it's different. So I got to check that one out again. I'll check both of them. I'll let you know. I think because of the pace alone, you got to have a fast-paced rapper. You got to have a fast-paced rapper, and I don't know. I could almost hear actually a little baby on this. It's a piano stretched, reverse, and process. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that. I can hear like a Joyner Lucas on this, to be honest with you. Somebody that's got a little pace and a little emotion, a little bit of animation in the raps. I can hear like a Joyner Lucas and an Eminem on this. You know, Eminem come on with that attack mode, I hate you, you know. This would be great on a horror movie soundtrack. It's got that horror movie feel to me. dun dun. You got that big bass. Yeah, it's got a horror movie feel. I hear a Jordan Lucas Eminem type on it, a faster rapper. I enjoyed it though. I like you scaling down a little bit on the instrumentation. I'd probably go about an 88 to 90 on that. That was super solid. I think it takes the right rapper to bring it out, but like if you get somebody that hits a main vein on that, they can go crazy. Yeah, I guess my problem with the America Has a Problem joint was that I was trying to figure out what the hell they were talking about in relation to the title, because I feel like if you name a song America Has a Problem, you got to be talking about, the problem with America. So I was trying to work through that. I was also at the gym when I heard it, which means I might have been doing squats or doing, something that's painful and not fully focused. So that's part of it as well. Oh, good. That's awesome. I say a lot of words. It's good when some of them help. It makes me happy. You're like, hey, I needed that. Yeah, that's kind of, I feel it's got a up tempo darkness to it. And like I said, it feels like a Michael Myers kind of soundtrack. It's got this like kind of foreboding, you may not make it through the night, I hope you say goodbye to your family type feel to it. Let's keep things rolling right now. Let's get back into the joint. Money Mowgli, a lone wolf, name of this one here is Stepping Stones. Got Joey DeSilva on it. Joey's been here all night. Big shouts to Joey. Hope you come back for the next show too. Produced by B&B. And they're both wildly successful people, so I didn't know that though. You got some horns on here. You got some strings on here. I like that.
Let me try to set a mood and set the tone. Don't mention all this shit that's better left alone. Being cornerstones on them corners was just a stepping stone. But let you a wound so deep and bitches etched in bone from a wretched home that you vowed now to recreate. And you scared to recreate, but that's...
Does anybody know whose style, like his rap style, like his... So I pattern Money Mowgli is like a cross between Paul Wall and Rick Ross, but his actual writing and the way he put some of this stuff together is so unique. If you listen to this, he said them corners. I don't know. I'm gonna just play the game. It's very intricate. Extra white is on your side type beat. That's funny.
Try to set a mood and set the tone. Don't mention all this shit that's better left alone. Being cornerstones on them corners was just a stepping stone.
What he said, selling cornerstones on them corners was just a stepping stone. Like that, even that little bracket in there is different. Selling corners on them cornerstones is just he put that together smooth, man.
But let you a wound so deep and bitches etched in bone from a wretched home that you vowed now to recreate. And you scared to recreate, but that's what we do, we create. But you never seem safe and it made you believe it's fate. So you think it's how it's supposed to be and this doesn't seem great. Your dreams take a while to fester and overflow. Fuck what you was told, you going on a different road. And it's just you in your clothes, kicking down the doors they close. Feel like the wind kissing your skin every time it blows. Thank God you...
Now, see, I wish this was one of the songs where we had the more consistent mix. The mix in here is slightly problematic because I want to hear you, and I hear this beat crowding my headphones. I need you to be just a little louder, and I want to hear that kind of almost southern drawl you have. I think you need, no disrespect to whoever's engineering your joints, but I think you need better engineering because I think you're that close to being like on the next level.
You chose, didn't know you had a choice. Now the future talking to you, didn't know it had a voice. And the past seems forgetful and tomorrow's full of promise. And you never going back, so you make yourself a promise that anything can happen at all times.
I like that, Nate. Also, this is a college dropout type beat, and I really love your beat selections. You pick these things you pick songs that have emotion, and you know how to carry the emotion with the tone of your voice. That's a very cool quality, man. The more I listen to you throughout this project, I'm really excited you allowed me to have this on this platform because it really shows me why I like your music. I do think there's little adjustments you need to make, but the engineering is one of the main ones. Once you get that like perfect, sky is the limit, bro.
Nothing is forever. Especially pain. Sometimes it's a good thing.
You ask for the heart of a poet, blood will drip when you hold it. That's the pain that you get
from prison from the kid that's been missing, something is stolen. Find me in the bottommost leisure with the lowest, where they can't report a loss when the seizure goes unnoticed. Another teaching bestowed. If I don't see you, then I'm focused. To be the cream of the crop is but a feeding for the locusts. Cages for the hate, now the love is regarded. To learn to put out the fire smaller.
Joey, hello, sir. You came in with a nice. This has a very Lupe Fiasco feel to me on the way you came in and the way you've been spitting and some of the way you're drawing out these bars. I like this.
Feeling is medicine if you listen. Letters from prison. Especially pain. Sometimes, yeah, it's a good thing. You ask for the heart of a poet, blood will drip when you hold it. That's the pain that you get, accepting the gift when it's broken. The pen is spilling penicillin. It's medicine if you listen. Letters from prison from the kid that's been missing, something is stolen.
That right there is cold. It's pen is spilling penicillin, something. That was cold.
That's the pain that you get, accepting the gift when it's broken. The pen is spilling penicillin. It's medicine if you listen. Letters from prison from the kid that's been missing, something is stolen. Find me in the bottommost leisure with the lowest, where they can't report a loss when the seizure goes unnoticed. Another teaching bestowed. If I don't see you, then I'm focused. To be the cream of the crop is but a feeding for the locusts. Rib cages for the hate, now the love is regarded. To learn to put out the fire, smaller ones that we started. Had us on lock, the only ones that they wanted. When the cops seem to be the only ones that responded. Those who hold me a favor would never owe me a favor. Was only on the fence for jumping over the razor. This is rules, what I wrote in the paper is full of signature moves. Signing off, Joseph the Shader.
Woo.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, man.
See, anything can happen at all times.
That's pretty hard right there, man. It's another good song, another album cut, man. Another album cut right there.
Yeah.
That was good. I think the engineering could have been better on Money Mowgli's verse, but that's a good song, man. I'm going 90 on that. I'm going 90 on that just because I thought there could have been an adjustment in the sound of Mowgli's verse, but I thought it was potent. I thought both of these rappers spit very potent verses. They were strong lyrically, sound wise, count wise. Everything about that was fantastic. I'm going 90 to 92 in my opinion. That's definitely an album cut. Mowgli, you got some joints, man. You got some joints. You got to shorten this up. So I like number 1, I like number 2, I like number 5, I like number 6, I like number 11, I like number 12. I love number 13. That's my favorite song of the night so far. Number 15 is not bad at all. Number 14 could have been cut. 16 is good too. So we got 5. I think we got about 7 right now that I'm a fan of. I want to show y'all this AI joints real quick, man. They got these new AI songs that just dropped. I like this AI stuff. I don't know. A lot of people hate it. I'm a fan. So the first one we got Playboy Cardi. Oh, what's up with the sound? That's too bad. All right. Well, never mind. It worked on my phone earlier, but apparently it doesn't work here. So never mind. We'll keep it rolling. Let's get into this next. So we're going to finish off the Money Mowgli album because I got to pee real bad. So we're going to work through these last 5 songs. This is Not Goodbye, produced by Bailey Daniel.
It's not goodbye nor a farewell. More like a package that was lost in the airmail, then found years later during climate explorations, and finally forwarded to its final destination. It's not a take care, see you soon. It's more like a howl every time you see the moon. A warm open door when you've been lost in the gloom, and no place from the past that still has your favorite room. It's not good luck or sayonara. This is go to sleep and feel excited by tomorrow. This is toasting our loved ones whose absence make you hollow, but knowing that they don't want you to be conquered by the sorrow. This is not I'll see you when I get there. This is little babies eating breakfast on the big chair. This is the good times outweigh in the back.
I love that. This is little baby eating breakfast on the big chair. This is a good song. I don't know if this belongs in this album, but this is a good song. It's very uplifting. It feels good. It makes my heart warm.
And not ever forgetting what we had. Yeah. Shit harder than I thought it would be. Fuck it. This is big daps in the pounds. Matter of fact, fuck all that. This is big hugs all around.
Nah, this is probably an album cut.
Never left.
It feels real good.
Left off without missing a step. This is clowning all night, even though we morning. Drink till sun up, couple guitaras in the morning. This the grits, this the bacon, egg, and cheese.
Mowgli, what I'm noticing actually is that you could have started this project. I mean, you might have to switch the songs around, but 11 through 17 have been like cohesive to me. They feel like they fit together, and they all have a distinct style and sound to them, but it all works. And that's what I'm saying is like, I think you just got to take some of the, you could have almost made this two separate projects, you know, with some of this music, but the back half of this is way better than the front.
This the feeling that I never want to leave. This is hands and feet, blessings upon blessings, nothing but good vibes, even though I'm stressing. This is take the L, but turn it to a lesson. I swear this is fucking manifesting. This that big wolf shit, big old heart, not no igloo shit. This that soup for your soul with some good bread on the side. This is love, baby, dead or alive. Yeah.
It's a good song too. You give me 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. That's a project right there. You can give me number 1, number 2, number 5, number 6. That's a project right there. Yeah, man, you got 2 projects in this. Let's stop real quick. I'm gonna rate that one out. I really love the positivity of that one. In the like, that song makes me feel like if I lost somebody, I'm thinking about like that's what that song is. Like, it's not goodbye, it's see you soon. It's we're doing better. It's you're still with us even though we're moving on type of thing. I love that feeling for that song. I didn't see a lot of issue. I love the shortness of it. I'm actually gonna go 93 on that. 93, 94 area, because you got to the point quickly. It had some sorrow, but happiness to it. You kind of conveyed this feeling of, I lost something, but I'm going to see it better later. I'm going to see it. It's not over, but it's a break. It's a brief moment. I really like that. Let's get into this next one, man. Conjure Storms. We'll go 93 on the last one. Fallon going to beat again.
Eyes where the glow of your love used to shine.
Back with a vengeance, 5D with a packet attendant.
Woo!
Packs with the indentations, the indication of how the Pat boy do business. Please don't bear no witness. It's just a litmus test, trying to see if the water warm. Teaching Wolfie Bruce Lee, be water without a form. High school dropout, but they play wolves in them college dorms. Hustling something for nothing, baby, that's knowledge born. Full on patches of my heart got torn to pieces. Couldn't believe it, but sheesh, at least you talking to him.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I flew and I scar scorn. Hate is cold, dodging the fall became an art form. Something different there, I swear to God, is not the norm. It's like seeing J and MSG or Magic at the form. When your word is born, it's not just words in a song. Got that water form. These verses conjuring up a storm. Cursed, but I'm calm. Not scared of what's to come. Riding with the wolves, trying to see how far we run. The end has just begun. But shit, let's have some fun. Put some talents in that falcon. Pull that bitch back and go dumb. Half my heart is numb. The other half is hurting. The shit, I'm out here working. Bitch, I'm even stashing.
This is showing your professional rapper skills right here, Mowgli. And the reason I say that is because you had the beat come in crazy and then it kind of faded out. It's almost like the tide, when the tide washes and it waves out, and now you just see everything that's there. So this is your bare vocals just against kind of a quiet backdrop, just spitting. This shows you're a professional rapper for real.
Ones kept it a thou out. Let's link up, have a powwow. Trees gleaning in 20s right until we see the sun. Keep a gun barely loaded, trying to stretch out my minutes. Throwing wolves to the tomb, always stood on that business. Back since I posted it quickly, while all the hope was diminished. Made a pack from scratch, yeah, when they swore I was finished. Been doubted so much, only believe in myself. And never asked for shit even when we needed some help. Still about to pull it down, playing the threes I was dealt. Make the 8-ball off the rail and take my cheese off the felt. And all hell's bells and whistles couldn't keep us from trouble. I hope the Lord forgive me, stole some keys from the devil. I keep my head on a swivel, keep my hand on the handle. Still in hell.
Hey, no trudging. This has been fun, bro.
They call it audible, but shit, we good with the scramble. Been in the game too long, it's only good when you gamble. Got my heart and soul in it, and know they've been trampled. And if I lose, still hold my head, I gotta set the example.
So I do like this is a bonus cut. I don't think this belongs on any, but this is a cool like additional song. And what I really like is how you held the you know, like I said, I talked earlier, you're a professional rapper, bro. Like I can tell the one thing listening to this project has shown me is that you are a tradesman of your craft. You do this. Like you don't wake up and go in the, just walk in the booth and try to, like, you actually plan and write. You write verses, you know what I mean? You're old school in that, and I like this kind of as an additional kind of wet your beak a little bit. Yeah, I like this one. So that one was fun. I like it as a bonus track. I'm probably in like an 85, 86 space with it, 84 to 86 space. I like the flow. I like how it came in really intense, and then you just kind of wrote it out. The flow was masterful on that one, man. That was a masterclass in how to pace the track and understanding how to deal with timing. That was great from a timing perspective. That's the reason I liked it. That's why it kept me engaged. The beat was crazy too, but also you just calm over your tracks. Like I said, you're a point guard. You're literally a point guard. You set things up well. You have good court vision. I got a lot of basketball metaphors. The finals is going on right now. But like, you know, you got good vision of what to do on a track. A lot of people immediately stumble. You never have I can say through this whole project, we talking 21 songs, I haven't seen any real areas where I'm like, ugh, that was bad. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any of that stuff. That's how you know you're a professional. You know what I mean? Don't look down. I love this joint. Now, see, I don't know that this song needed to be a bonus track. This felt like an album cut the first time I heard it.
You know what it is.
And the melodicness, don't look down.
Sometimes you're standing on the edge. The jump fall looks like an option. But once you take a step,
Mowgli, I've come to appreciate why you do these long ass intros on every song, because there's a certain movie quality that it does have. And normally I hate that. Normally I can't stand that, but I see why you do it. But I would recommend, like, some of these 4 and 350 kind of songs, I would recommend shaving those a little bit, man. Just from marketability standpoint, you know what I mean? Yeah, this song is so good, bro.
I head into rap balls, baby. Don't look down. You don't want the wolf pack, boy, don't pull up. Don't look down. I think this altitude a little crazy. Don't look down. Don't think we can find money more from the lower echelon. It's hard for people to understand the type of shit we on.
This is a club joint right here, bro.
Says you on, ain't slept in 10 years. Say your prayer before dawn, cause I could probably die right now in every little song. Going nowhere fast like they fuck a Peloton. Hope this shit'll never die.
This is a club joint. I didn't realize the first time I heard this how much of a club song this is. You know, if you got a little something, you got a little fatty in your lap, you just kind of, yeah, man, this is a club song right here. I like.
Don't look down. You don't want the wolf pack, boy, don't pull up. Don't look down. I think this altitude a little crazy.
Don't look down.
Don't think we can find money more from the lower echelon. It's hard for people to understand the type of shit we on. Let me try to tell it to you. The boy is Szechuan, ain't slept in tea.
Boy is Szechuan.
For long, cause I could probably die right now in every little song. Going nowhere fast like they fuck a Peloton. Hope this shit'll never die down. Might be very wrong. Still throwing up rules till the motherfucker gone. Well, I think it's time to bite down. Broke my left fang bang on them hollers. Drink it till daybreak, just checking on the morals. Showtime at the Apollo 13. Came about the mud, can't come out the dirt clean. Shit is in my marrow. Rockin' GMP Aero apparel, and that old lady said my love will be my peril. Put a bullet in the barrel and I hollow it.
I like how you got the twisting up the words right there. That was dope.
Break, just checking on the morals. Showtime at the Apollo 13. Came about the mud, can't come out the dirt clean. Shit is in my marrow. Rockin' GMP Aero apparel, and that old lady said my love will be my peril. Put a bullet in the barrel and I hollow in your head. Ever since I got my woofie, I've been running from the dead. Now listen what they said. All I hear is crickets. From where the winter's heated and the summertime's is wicked. Wicked Southwest playing checkers and chess. Where they don't sleep until they lay you down to rest. God bless, I bet. This smell like napalm in the morning. Brimstone in the evening. Yeah, your melatonin, all I know is that they going.
I like that you slowed down the pace right there too. You made it a little breathy.
From where the winter's heated and the summertime's is wicked. Wicked Southwest playing checkers and chess. Where they don't sleep until they lay you down to rest. God bless, I bet. This smell like napalm in the morning. Brimstone in the evening. Yeah, your melatonin, all I know is that they going. Eyes is redder and they foaming at the goals. Truth be told, when they smiling, bitches glowing. When the bag became Samoan, turn they feelings to a fee. He charge you for a free.
When the bag became Samoan, turn their feelings to a fee. I didn't catch that the first time. Hey, bro, hey, what you want from me, man? You know, you gotta be marketable, dog. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, it's part of it.
That day H2O is dead counted from the low and West Woods. Yeah, you know I see the finger that I'm throwing at you hate because it's showing, motherfucker. Don't look down, cause I'm higher than giraffes, baby. Don't look down. You don't want the.
I almost wish I could do some footwork. I feel like you got to do some footwork on this. You know what I mean? And yeah, I feel you, dog. I love, and I think part of what makes you great is that you keep it thorough. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, as anybody that blows up in their career, you do have to make certain changes to be more successful. That's what marketability is.
Don't look down. I think this.
I didn't like what? This song? No, I like this song from Jump Street, bro. Or are you talking about the long ass intros? Because you're right. That's grown on me. And I see why you do it though.
Don't look down. Don't think we could find no more. I guess the question would I? Wolfie see no evil. Not eating with my good eye. Always throw my hood eye. Eating know it from the lowest. When we keep going hard, eating know nobody notice. Crack a swarm like locusts. Can't make me lose my focus. Got like 100 times more than half the charges bogus. Money, mogus. And with no hocus pocus. You know the music we make is magic. This shit's an opus. Don't ask them who the
shit's an opus.
Where the dope is. They gon' point you down our way. Where it's darkest and it's hopeless. If you got some Glenny poet and listen to a poet.
You got some Glenny poet.
Edgar Allan poet. Woe is the lyrics, I swear it. To make it clear, ain't no clerics. I'm feeling weird when I share it. But when you hear it's inherent. It's from the heart, a work of art. Like a mural with merits. Not that regular shit. Rappers appear to be parrots. Let's go down a rabbit hole where they not wearing no carrots. Where it's only the music and feel like spears in your spirit.
You got bars, man.
Curses that adversity carry. Guess we all got some hurt that we purposely bury. Like a girl that I cherish, that lost for words, I'm embarrassed. So all I say is I owe and fuck the world till I perish.
He said we all got some hurt that we purposely bury. You be saying some words in here, bro, that really are impactful. We all got some pain that we purposely bury. Yeah. Illuminati wouldn't see me with the good eye. Bars. This is a club joint, man. I definitely think this could I think this one could have some club vibes. Cause I'm telling you, if that came on and I'm in a club with my chick, I'm trying to grab her waist and see something. Like, that's dope. I'm trying to figure out which of these tracks I would put on a project together. I'm glad it's a double album. That makes sense. Nowadays you wouldn't know that because there's not two physical discs, right? Damn, I want to go. I'm gonna go back through this later, Mowgli, and I'm gonna tell you, if you're curious, which songs I would have put on the album, because you have a lot of really good songs. I do see how you had trouble trimming this. I really do. At first, because when you first said it was like an hour and a half, I'm like, bro, why? But now that we're going through the music, I'm like, yeah, most of these songs are pretty good songs. You know, so I get it now. At first I was like, are you serious? But now that I'm listening through, I'm like, yeah, most of these are solid. I don't know what I gave Don't Look Down last time. I'm going 93 this time. Maybe 95. Maybe 95. I like it, man. It's got such a, but it is too long for me. I stand by that. So I'm gonna stick with 93. I think I gave it a 90 last time, but I like it more this time than the first time. But it is too long. I stand by that. Let's get into this next one. Lil Half Dead. My man Money Mowgli's done his thing though. You've got more songs I like on this than any album I've listened to in a long time, professional or otherwise. Because, or when I say professional, I mean dudes that are in the, you know, quote unquote in the game, whatever. But like, you have a lot of really good songs here, so I can't knock you as much as I would normally for the length of this joint. Let's get into this. Lil Half Dead, produced by Phallic, our man Money Mowgli.
Cortezes on my last leg on Mad Men's and watch wolves is what the flag says from past prayers. Been killing shit, cut off a track head the way I slide on the track. Whoa, I shoulda had a sled. I made
shoulda had a sled.
Cook up coke for crack headed like my mixes. Crushed dollars and lamb spread. I know them big face honey blue, but I like my cash red because before we took money shit, we had to snatch bread. Same difference. A lot of rappers mad, but I ain't tripping cause everybody got a gun. But look, I ain't different. Black. Learn to shoot for method in minutes, cause life a bitch. Shit, we finessed it in minutes. If you from where I'm from, they always testing the limits. Through all the heartache and pain, never neglected the business. You fuck with them heavy, nobody sound like them neither. Don't even reach out for a verse if you ain't writing that either. Boy, I'm sicker than your average and I ain't fighting the fever. Feel like the Fucci getting close, so I tie my knife on the sweep. Vibing for a while, don't think they understand. I'm trying to grab fake by.
This beat does you very well. I don't think it's I mean, it is depressing with the topic of conversation you're talking about. But I think some of the best artists make music that you don't know what they're talking about. Like Ariana Grande has a song called Side to Side where she's talking about getting her guts beat up so badly that she can't walk straight. I didn't know what that meant until my wife was like, you don't know what she's talking about? I'm like, no. She's like, she's talking about she's gotten her guts smashed in so much that she's having trouble walking straight. Maybe that's common knowledge to other people, but I thought that was like magnificent to be able to make something sound so popish and so for the kids, but be talking about something fairly disgusting. I feel like this is the same way with Don't Look Down. Like, yeah, you're right. It is kind of a we coming from the gutter kind of song, but like it's done so bluesy and it just has this feeling. I don't know. I like it. It has a club feel to me.
And crush it in my hands, something like fresh on them train tracks, digging up the can, sanity, a uphill battle.
So I'm gonna bring this one back because I want to hear some of these bars. You guys, you spitting on this one, but I feel like I'm missing it.
Cortezes on my last leg on Mad Men's and watch wolves is what the flag says from past prayers. Been killing shit, cut off a track head the way I slide.
Cut off a track head.
Shoulda had a sled. I made dumb shit dope, cook up coke for crack headed like my mixes. Crushed dollars and lamb spread. I know them big face honey blue, but I like my cash red because before we took money shit, we had to snatch bread. Same difference. A lot of rappers mad, but I ain't tripping cause everybody got a gun. But look, I ain't
different.
Learn to shoot for method in minutes, cause life a bitch. Shit, we finessed it in minutes. If you from where I'm from, they always testing the limits. Through all the heartache and pain, never neglected the business. You fuck with them heavy, nobody sound like them neither. Don't even reach out for a verse if you ain't writing that either. Boy, I'm sicker than and I ain't fighting the feet.
Don't reach out for no verse if you're not writing that either.
Feel like the Fucci getting close, so I tie my knife on the sweep. Bopping for a while, don't think they understand. I'm trying to grab fate by the throat and crush it in my hands. Something like fresh on them train tracks, digging up the can, sanity, a uphill battle. And I'm slipping on the sand, weighing by 300 pounds. Still I feel like I'm floating. All I know is don't die, never deal off emotion. Always said
That's some bars. All I know is don't die and never deal off emotion. That's hard.
I ride forever, never failed on devotion. Or forever a long time, forgot to deal with erosion. Damn.
Forever's a long time to have to deal with erosion.
Yeah.
Don't die and never deal on emotion. That's hard, man. Mowgli. Money Mowgli. It's nice, bro. I like this one too. So I feel like you got a mixtape, and I feel like you have an album here. Like I said, I think so that would have went on so the way the album would have looked for me if I curated this for you, right? I would have taken 11. I would have taken Falling Down, Storytime, High Def. I don't know about Matters of the Soul, Skipping Stones, and Don't Look Down. I probably would have put out a project all their own, and then Wolfden. I would have took Wolfden and put that on the same project. So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs I went on the project. Then I would put another project. You got 2 projects here, like you said, it's a double take. But that's how I would have did the first one. And then the second one would have been Dishwashers, Runes, Boom Times 3, Conjure Storm, and this little Half Dead joint. So you got 2, and it's about 6 per. So you got, I would have took 12 of these 21. I would have made 2 different projects, and I think you got some gold in these joints. Let's get to this last one, Memory Keep featuring Art Morea. He snapped earlier, produced by Syndrome. Our man Money Mowgli. This is great work though, bro. Big shouts to our man Money Mowgli, man.
Perfect.
This feels like the end of an album. I like this for the last song.
Money Mowgli from the heart. Little book of matches for when you lonely in the dark. When we made it through hell, truly is an art. Heaven on earth for me is with Wolfie in the park. Tell my wolves be safe, but mean it in a serious way. Cause death all around, I can see him clear as day. Gone tomorrow, just hoping I was here today. Take a deep breath, bury my face away, my tears away, and then stand up tall. Ready for whatever come, rain, come fall. Head high with my fists all bout up. Bet I go out fighting with my number get caught up. At least I hope so. On the low though, I don't know. Cause anything can happen at all times, and that for sure though. Death is promised. Can't have life without it. I guess that's the beautiful thing about it.
Seconds, minutes, hours, days, years, decades, may they stay forever, hours, and the fireworks on New Year.
This is a good song, man. You got some joints on this, bro. Man,
time, take it slow.
This is a great song to end the album, bro. Damn, man.
Keep me in your hands of time.
What a great song to end the project. Wow. Shouts to our man Money Mowgli. Last song of the night, man. Memory Keep, Art Morea, Syndrome on that joint, man. Hey, big shout to you, Mowgli. Again, 21 tracks is a lot, and you know how I feel about that. But one thing I have to side with you on is you have a lot of good music here. I think most artists that put out 21 songs probably have about 4 or 5 good ones. I think you probably have 12 or 13 good ones. And I think what I'm impressed about the most is that you managed to impress your personality through just about every song. I mean, the love you have for your kid, I can hear it, man. It pops off the page, and that's so cool to me. I got several kids of my own, so when I hear a rapper that's a father and loves his kid and it comes through the music, I got to salute you on that, my G. Like, that's really, really cool, man. On top of that, though, I would love to see a little bit more organization. I think my biggest criticism is just the lack of organization around all this music. And I know you shy away a little bit from the term marketability, but at the end of the day, you're a talented dude who has a unique sound, and you have a lot of personality, and you're a good rapper. You have all these. You have a great mix of what would make a star to me. I mean, you do. Your personality is like, if you're anything like your music in person, I think you'd be a fascinating interview. And I think you have a lot of, what I notice is that you have a lot of principles. You're a principled person. That I'm getting all these pieces of your personality through your music, and I think that's hard to do. Most artists can't do that. So again, breaking this down, I've been debating in my head how I want to rate the album as a whole, because it is it's bloated and sloppy to me. It needs to be organized. But you have so many good songs here. The Wolf Den joint off the top was crazy. I didn't like the length of it. I would have split that into 2 songs. The Dishwasher joint was hard. I gotta listen to this album again, honestly. I really have to. That's gonna be on my agenda tomorrow when I'm at the gym, because you have a lot of songs here. High Def is still my favorite song on the project. This song at the end, though, the Memory Keep joint, I like that a lot. I'm probably going 95 on that. So a lot of the songs that are on this project mostly are A's. I think you have some B's scattered throughout. I think you may have 1 C on there. But most of these songs are A songs. I mean, so again, if I'm making a project with these, I'm going Wolf Den. So one out. My side A goes Wolf Den. It goes Wolf Den, Falling Down, Storytime, High Def, Skipping Stones, and This Is Not Goodbye. And then I may throw Memory Keep on there too. So the back half of Project 1 is going to be a little bit more, actually I wouldn't put Wolf Den on it. I put Wolf Den on the second part. So the first project is going to end a little more somber, but then you come back starting the second album with Wolf Den, Dishwashers. So the second part is going to be more upbeat. So the first one is going to take you to a place that's a little, because I think Don't Look Down would be on the first album as well. So that one's going to be a little darker, but the second one will be more upbeat. It will be more of a mixtape kind of vibe, but you got a big project here, man. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do this. Like I said, I'm glad you reached out to me. I think it's really good, dog. I really do. You are one of my favorite artists. I just know bullshit when I say that. That's legit. I love how you rap, and the fact that I like to put a lot of personality into my music as well. So when I hear another artist that's not afraid to be vulnerable and put his truth in his music and be himself, that's cold, man. So all over, I'm going to give the project, I'm actually going to give it a 92 overall as it is right now. Even with the disorganization and a few songs that I feel may bloated a little bit, it's still really, really, really good to me. So salute you, bro. Thank you for letting me have this opportunity. I'd love to do more of your music. I'm glad that I could actually take time and go through some of the songs and continue to listen and go back. I'm going to listen to the project again because I do think it's that good. And I'll be honest, I don't listen to a lot. I would say I probably listen to about 20% of the projects that I review here afterward, maybe 30%, because some of them are pretty good. This is definitely one of those that's going to be in that group, man. I appreciate you. I can't wait to hear more of your music. Thank you for doing what you do. You inspire me as an artist, to be honest. When I listen to this, it makes me want to go write and record. So that's the biggest compliment I can give another artist, and I appreciate you, my G. I'm out for tonight. Thanks for rocking with me, bro. I'm back next week, more music. I'll be 37 on the next show. Thanks for letting me spend some time with you tonight, man. Thanks for sending this through. Woo! A lone wolf, our man, Money Mowgli.